Good afternoon, everyone. Hello, hello, hello. And welcome back. Hello, everyone. I hope you're doing well. I hope you're having a wonderful day. And welcome back. How is it going? Hello, hello, hello. Once again, forgot the glasses. There we go. Skeleton, congratulations on the first. Good afternoon to you. Santiweave, hello, I hope you're doing well. Hello, hello. Galondir, you are the best duckling. Good afternoon. How is it going? MJM, good afternoon. Afid, good morning. Hello, hello. Misty, good morning. And Furthon, good morning, Furthon. Hello, hello, hello. You're late. Why do you think I pay you? I don't know. For my rugged good looks and roguish charm. On that topic, we should probably discuss you not paying me anymore. Don't. Misty, hope you're doing well. Good morning. Balthazar, you're the best duckling. Good morning, Balf. How's it going? Hello, everyone. Welcome to Cares on No Sleep. Because I kind of forgot to go to bed along the way, and now I have to live with the consequences of my actions. I meant to go to bed like 18 hours ago. Then I forgot. Then I didn't. Then I was sitting in Discord, talking to y'all for a couple of hours, and then it was like 2 p.m. all of a sudden. And historically, when I try to take a nap, I take a sleep instead. And that means I sleep through stream. Not that that has ever happened, by the way. Ever. That has never happened. No. So, we'll see how today goes. Not all that, not all that awake. Krembo, good evening, Krembo. Can't handle streaming a video game anymore on my PC. Is that video game Wilds, is the question. That's for humans, not 40k ducks. I wouldn't put 40,000 ducks into a bed either. That probably is very cozy, but also very whack. See, that sentence was supposed to go somewhere. Position I felt compelled to reinstall Jedi Survivor. Oh, okay. I know nothing about Jedi Survivor. I know nothing about Jedi Survivor, but I know nothing about any Star Wars game really. If it goes past the weird like SNES side scroller, I know very little, and that's okay. Never happened. See. Thank you for agreeing with me on that. I'm glad we all can agree on the fact that that never happened, ever. Alex, hello, Alex. Good afternoon. Oh, Alex, also on this Jedi Survivor train. I see. A Star Wars game, N64 Pod Racer. Now that's pod racing. Great. I don't know. I've never much cared for Star Wars as a license. I don't think there's any Star Wars game I hold in particular high regard. So couldn't tell you. Did they ever make like a Star Wars turn-based tactics? Because they should have. Legitimately, I probably wouldn't play it. Then again, I played Gears of War Tactics, right? Like, and that was a franchise I did not care for, like, whatsoever. And the tactics game was surprisingly competent, if slightly repetitive, right? They probably made a Star Wars turn-based tactics. Wasn't Gears of War Tactics a solid 7 out of 10 fine? I'd put this slightly higher, like a solid 8 out of 10. Surprising at times, fine overall, mildly repetitive eventually. I enjoyed that game tremendously. I never touched a Gears of War game in my life, and I don't plan on account of burly dudes, chest-high walls, and chainswords attached to guns aren't like my thing. But the tactics game was perfectly fun. Absolutely. Surprisingly competent for a developer that had never done a thing of the sort. I should replay that. Off stream mostly, but I should replay that. Now go and find me the Star Wars turn-based tactics game. Are you a 40k fan? Yeah, but those aren't attached to guns. They're attached to, I mean, hands. What are chainsaws attached to? I will say the bloody chainsaw clip is still one of my favorite clips of all time. I will say that is still one of my favorite clips of all time. Chainsaws attached to power fists? I mean, chain fists are a thing, right, Ferris? We saw chain fists being a thing when Siren and I played 40k on Discord the other day. When a group of 6 exalted 8-bounds chain fisted an monolith for 24 fucking damage. Hee hee hee. Hee hee hee. Very fun. Heretic, the Mutant, and the Alien. I mean, I play all of those, yes. I play all of those. Those are the fun people you want to invite to your party, yeah. On that note, by the way, speaking of 40k, for everyone on Discord this morning, you will already have heard it. Next weekend, or next week's weekend, on the 22nd, we have a 40k stream coming up. Firin and I are going to be playing. Well, we're going to be doing a lot of things, but mostly Firin is going to learn how to play 40k, and I'm undecided what army I'm going to be playing. Very undecided what army I'm going to be playing. I kind of want to mess with some of the new stuff. I mean, orcs. Kari has been up and down the house today. Well, since yesterday, really. Completely excited over the stupid new orc detachment. Yeah, bashing noob. We all know that I lose those games more likely than not. It's not about, like, winning or, like, murdering someone, like, live on stream, right? It's about them, like, learning the game, enjoying their time with it. And it's, like, I mean, I'm not throwing, don't get me wrong, right? Never that. But most certainly people do enjoy their time with the game, like their first time with the game more if they happen to win, right? They'll probably play something wacky, something like good adjacent. And that's good enough. That is good enough. Nuffle shows Noobs his favor, so he just so the despair at his withdrawal is so much sweeter. That's kind of exactly what it is, Ferris, right? The first hit is free. Also, well, it doesn't go for 40k, like all the plastic costs $1 million, but yeah. Hey Ferris, hope you're doing well. Brethren, you are the best duckling. Hello, hello, hello. How are you doing today? How are you today? So, the plans for the day, the daily plans, the poison for Cusco. Things to do today. Wake up. Well, that's not happening. Grab a brush and put a little makeup. No, never mind. Wrong thing entirely. We're doing word association now. That's the stream. The stream is Kara's word association live. Great. This has gone really well. Looked at a wiki article for Star Wars games. Haven't found a turn-based tactics game, only real-time tactics. Pathetic. Imagine if the things that you enjoy in gaming are so niche that not even fucking Star Wars, the franchise that has kind of hoarded itself out to everything, has done it. Like, imagine. And you get a better taste for video games. I'm fine doing some Monon at the moment, farming up some Dow, plan on having an armor set / build for each Apex before I continue. Hell yeah. Do you mean an armor set / build made out of every Apex, or an armor set / build for every Apex? J Money! J Money, how you doing? You know, Care? I do know him. Yes, I do. He's an asshole. Don't talk to that guy. The license was with EA for a long time. You know what? Fucking love at first sight. Made for each other. Hey, Siren, good morning. Hope you're doing well. Hello, hello. I may not be the best duckling out here, but I am the best duckling in here. Points to heart. Aww. You will always be the best duckling in my heart. It's true. Also, you might be the best duckling in about 3 minutes from now. Hope you're doing well, J Money. I am the best duckling because I have a job interview on Monday. All right, personal pet peeve of mine. I'm going to make this about me. Woo! Absolute streamer behavior. Quack! Absolute streamer behavior. Pet peeve of mine. I really fucking hate when people go like, hey, I have a job interview. And then someone goes like, good luck on that. You don't need luck. I hope it goes very well for you. And I hope your interviewer isn't an asshole. And I hope you don't... No, I was about to make a joke about the poor interview we had last time. And I hope that you do well. But you don't need luck for a job interview. I have more respect for like my colleagues in HR than that. Maybe you might need some level of luck so that they don't spill their coffee over themselves like the minute before you walk in, putting them in a foul mood, something like that, right? Don't talk about my friend Care like that. I'll punt you. No, no punt. No. Alexis, I only know that there are a lot of Star Wars mods for different games. Don't know how good they are, though. As with every fan-made content, they range from everything to everywhere, right, Alex? The modding scene will always fascinate me. There are so many untold hours of blood, sweat, and tears poured into some creations, right? It is mind-boggling as to what level of quality some people aspire to when they make like their little like contribution to what the overall modding scene is around a specific game. Some people are insane. Absolutely insane. The fursuit interview. I mean, she wasn't in a fursuit, but yes, basically, yeah, go on here. Sorry, but he is meeting with you, so his interviewer is a jerk. I mean, yeah, that's true. That's I'm sorry. Made out of, themed after them. Ah, gotcha. Radao with his build in latent powers, a glaive bow, the hardest, gunlance, greats, gunlance, SNS. Why is the hard gunlance? Because we're running like, what was it, 2-piece from Agitator or something? But I see where is it because of like the general like visual style of it all? It is very like spiky armory, right? The hard set. I don't think I just super agree with that one. But hey, that is a cool project and more power to you. We talked about Wilds a lot this morning on Discord when we were just hanging out. In fact, like I talked a lot. I monologued a lot. Man, I wish I didn't have like one armor set for everything. I really wish I saw the value in like making different armor sets for different things. You remember in early Monhan going like, oh, that thing has a fireball. I need to make like fire resistance sets. Ooh, that has poison. I need like poison resistance, shit like this, right? Obviously, poison not an elemental resistance, more a skill problem. Man, I wish. I wish. I just got this because I don't really know what is best themed with him. That's fair. Like, visually, brethren, I'd say it's like Lance. I would say it's like a Lance thing. It's very like crenellated armory defense thingy, right? You can totally like coin that into gun lance, absolutely. We can super chill today. I'm about to fall asleep. It was 3 in the morning for me. I was also supposed to be in bed and I wasn't. I was thinking hunting horn too. Hunting horn. You know what? Hunting horn strikes me as more of a Ray Dao category. If you take the apexes and like shove every weapon into towards one of the apexes, then the Dao. No. You know what? No. Hunting horn is Uthduna. Uth. Loved watching the FTL con. Yo, I had a shit ton of fun playing it. I was contemplating playing it today instead of Dark Deity, but you know what? No. I want to play Dark Deity. For those of you that weren't there, with this dev hunting horn or hammer, I don't know about the hammer part, but the Uth, especially like the female Uthduna, is very like dancer performery. That just fits with hunting horn, right? So for those of you that weren't there this morning, I stumbled upon Void War. I don't know whether anyone is familiar with it. It's a game that has a demo out on Steam at the moment. They also have an alpha on itch. itch.io. So Void War is very, very unapologetically and very openly declared FTL, but Warhammer. Like that, it's very much FTL, but Warhammer. Mind you, it's not Warhammer at all, because that's a license thing, but instead of Khorne, we have Khorm. It's really fucking Warhammer. It's also obviously not FTL, but if I were to show you a screenshot of it, it's FTL. Like, a lot. And I picked that up instead of sleeping, which, you know, bad idea. Bad idea. However, I picked up the alpha off of it because I played the demo and like the demo stops after like 3 sectors. I'm like, oh no, I need to play more of this. And damn do the developers of that have some good fucking ideas. So it plays like FTL. Like, no ifs and no buts, right? No ifs and no buts. It plays like FTL. Like, why am I renamed? What did Alzrath call it? Fight Mallet? It's basically FTL Fight Mallet. So, one of the ideas that they came up with is that the game it plays exactly like FTL. However, in addition to all of the systems there, you've got like a much bigger look at crew combat. There is more ways than a couple to like get your idiots onto the enemy ship. There's more ways than a couple for them to go to your ship. And what you do with crew is much extended. There is a lot of different crew types. Like a lot. Like blood cultists, like weird psychers, dudes in power armor, like of various kinds. So there's dozens and dozens of these. And they all have different equipment types. A unit will usually have like up somewhere between 1 through 4 equipment slots. And the equipment slots are like a weapon, armor, a tool, or if they're psyker, they have a psychic power sometimes, right? And like none of the equipment is super complicated, right? Like the armor will usually be plus 10 HP, plus 15 HP, whatever. The weapons will be like plus 1 or 2 DPS. Like the numbers don't go too high either. But there's a huge emphasis on just like sending dudes over to punch one another. Which is really, really nifty. Really, really nifty. Then the other thing that they added to the formula that does a lot is that not only do you pick your starting vessel at the beginning, just like in FTL, but you also pick a starting commander. So one of your dudes has special, like all of them kind of have special abilities depending on what ship you start with. But there's like, I don't know, 10 plus something different commander guys. You start with what is basically a space marine, who has like an ancient teleporter. So every 10 seconds or so, you get to teleport to any room, either on your ship or on the enemy ship, right? And that's kind of all he does. He fight well, and that's it. But the second one you can unlock is a witch, who doesn't get to teleport for shit, but has 2 psychic power slots, and does stuff that way, much lower stats, right? A Rogue Trader style crew, or is it you are Imperium, here's Imperium only units? No, way expanded than that, Siren. Like, one of the runs that we did this morning, for example, we were basically on a not Nurgle ship. Starting with like 3 putrefactors that like apply toxin to the opponent's ship and then like flood the rooms with gas. And then we were just like teleporting things over, killing off their crew. Stuff like this. Like every unit has like a tag. They might be imperialist, they might be blood cultists, they might be death. I think they're called death cultists instead of Nurgle. Depending on, they might be raiders, like stuff like this, right? And like you make your way across, like finding what you can, and then making it to the end. And the end is one of, I believe, 8 different bosses, which is really, really cool. Like you don't just have like the same guy that gets stronger, or it's different tactics. You have like different, I think maybe random, but I'm not quite sure. I haven't done enough playthroughs yet. Bosses. And the 2 that I fought so far have both been like considerable. They've both been considerable. Like, I had a lot of fucking fun with that game. But that is not what we're doing today. They literally have Tech Priest. Yes, they absolutely do. They absolutely do. There's also one unit that we picked up from a merchant contract was a Hex Priest, which is basically like an evil Tech Priest, a dark Mechanicum kind of character. And like his entire ability is you can point towards a room and that room can't be repaired for 20 seconds. It was nifty. Oh, also, so Care doesn't get lynched. She did, in fact, give me the donor. Yeah, of course. Of course. But absolutely. Absolute. Huh? Absolutely. All right, everyone. So, we're not playing Void War today. I do kind of want to do a Void War stream, but after Dark Deity. We can do that after Dark Deity. Can't wait until they get a codex. Yeah, you unfortunately have to wait because I don't think they will in the next 2 editions or something. They're barely playable in 30k, right? That is a faction that is like so far off the fucking radar. It's kind of a shame, isn't it? To be honest, Effort, I've stopped expecting good things from James Workshop themselves, but look at what they did with Knights and Chaos Knights. And I don't mean like rules wise. Both of these armies developed kind of nicely, I believe. I do like that they have a very different focus around what kind of units they want to run. Chaos Knights, obviously, not very well balanced, like intrinsically. Not that they're overpowered or too weak, but the fact that you'd have to pay me as a Chaos Knight player to bring a big knight isn't good, like at all, right? I will happily bring 12 armatures, and that's it. But you'd have to fucking pay me to actually bring a big knight to a table, and that's never where you want to be on these big set piece armies. So if they ever brought us Dark Mechanicum, I can totally see them just going, yeah, here's an AdMax set, and here's a sprue with some spikes. Put them on there, bitch. Citizen of Chaos, who did not get a codex in 3rd edition. That's because that's really fucking boring, and they didn't really have an identity even in 3rd ed. Of it. Some of these, like, olden factions, just, like, do not have an identity in the modern game, right? Look at, for example, the overlap between Death Guard, Emperor's Children, World Eaters, General Chaos Space Marines, Black Legion, and then the fucking Demon Indexes. Look at the tremendous amount of overlap between these. To an extent, all of these are designed as a Venn diagram, right? Because they're supposed to be like loosely affiliated. You know how Chaos works, right? They don't like each other very much. Can't say. It's fucking working, finally. Like Agent VB6 and its barely existing agent documentation. Can't say. Thank you for the 6 gift subs. Appreciate it. Thank you for all of the fucking support. Thank you so much, Kensei. What did you get to work? Was it your internet? What's working? Are you okay? And also, well done. So, like, there is a lot of overlap in these things, right? There's a lot of redundancy. And that's not great. That is not great because in case of chaos, you want that to exist. Chaos doesn't really work well together, but they have to. Blah, 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 blah. It's chaos, right? But generally, when you create a faction, when you run a faction 40k, you want them to have a standout identity. Here is some fucking like nobodies that no one cares about in chaos. Like, isn't it? We can see how that's going with Agents of the Imperium, a faction that, from a lore standpoint, has a gigantic footing, but they ran out of ideas when making the fucking army, so it's barely fucking playable. Cool thing they got a codex. I still don't know why, but like the entire thing isn't playable at all. Happy you are the best duckling. Well done, well done. The freaking drop-down box is so old that Google doesn't have return anything when you search for the name of it. Drop-down box. Huh? Wait, VB6 is in Visual Basic? No, like surely not, right? Managed to get the drop-down box to expand automatically after clicking a search button, and I'd already given up on making the list boxable to pull data from the database. Wait, I understand this. What's going on here? Why do I understand what you're talking about? As in Visual Basic 6 that has since been replaced at least twice. You're making a lot of bad memories reappear currently. So, for those of you that went through, like, schooling, for those of you that had, like, an IT class, you might have learned something useful in there, right? Little Karen and I over here got an IT class in 5th grade to learn how to use, like, Word and Excel, and nothing else. And then in 9th grade, I picked up IT voluntarily because, I mean, it was already fucking hooked to World of Warcraft, so I might as well, right? And what we learned in that class was supposed to be, like, general computer aptitude. Instead, what our IT teacher decided to teach us was Visual Basic. So that's what we did. It sucked dick. It was awful. Like, and I don't mean like, hey, like we got like a step-to-step program on how to like learn things and how to do things. Like they made us print Hello World at one point, and then they went, okay, and now find a project that you want to do. And we were like, it's lesson 3. What do you mean? And then a good friend of mine in those school years and I, we endeavored to fucking emulate Pac-Man. And I don't mean emulate. I mean, we drew a maze on a screen and then like checked positioning of a circle with those maze walls. That was what we did for 2 years. It never went anywhere. Ever. It was awful. Fun for more narrative games as cannon fodder. Yeah, they're called cultists, Effit. They're called cultists. They're a basic bitch unit in most chaos armies. I remember one of the Crusaders complaining that Death Guard doesn't have demons in roster and therefore Nurglings are debuffed by Cloud of Flies. No, that's not the case. Your army rule doesn't apply to non-enemies. However, Skeleton, what is true is that the Nurglings aren't part of the Death Guard detachment. That means they don't have they can't have Cloud of Flies used on themselves. Because Cloud of Flies, as a stratagem says, your Death Guard unit. And a Nurgling is a Legionis Daemonica unit, not a Death Guard unit. That is what's happening there. If you bring in allies, let's say you're playing Space Marines and you want to bring like Guard allies, and you bring like a couple of Leman Russ battle tanks because you're cool like that, all of your cool Space Marine stratagems, as well as your army rule for Space Marines, do not apply to your allies, because they're not Space Marines. They're part of your army, but do not work like that. That's what that is. And that's a universal thing across the board in 40k. The ally rule has gotten like worse and worse over the years. You used to be able to ally a lot of things, and in narrative gameplay, obviously you still do, but when it comes to the actual rules, you don't. And it says it's a small miracle that the software runs on modern OSs, and I've occasionally had to deal with people bitching about it not being up to modern standards. Maybe people should update their standards. That's the problem, right? I'm so old that the program we first learned in school was old school basic. Oh, the other thing was, remember when Lego brought out these like little programmable robot thingies as like a baby's first learn how to program thing? That's the other thing we did. We built and programmed Lego robots to do dumb shit. Now that I think about it, the class wasn't very productive, but it sure as fuck was fun. Like, really. Visual Basic lowered the bar, says Cremo, to entry into programming, making a lot. Which in hindsight was bad because it flooded the market with self-taught people who fundamentally did not understand or were compatible with computer programming. You mean a market that has always consisted out of self-taught people that, like, learned how to set up fucking Linux to begin with as a hobby?
What?
Put the hobby in quotation marks, yeah.
This morning was gonna pop in and say hello, but was tired.
Was making a map this morning? What was I doing? Dana! Thank you for the 78. That is a fuck ton. Hello, Thana. Good morning to you. I was making a map that... Wait, what? Looked like a ship? Yes, I was playing not FTL. Hello, Thana. I'm playing Void War. Missy says, my new favorite 40k character, Trazen! Yeah, everyone's favorite. Everyone's favorite 40k character, let's be honest. He is wonderful. I have nothing bad to say about his kookiness. Not to gatekeep, but decades later, Unity did the same to video games. Yeah. And decades later than that, Crembo, ChatGPT did the same for lawyers. Only that that's backfiring, causing a lot of people to be disbarred. Genza says the other side of the coin is that I estimated the current dev tickets I've been assigned would take 40 hours of work, and that since the UAT was sometime in April, I would start on this last Wednesday. Turns out the UAT is actually on Monday, so thank God I padded my estimates of the Murphy's Law 50% extra. Hell yeah. Foresight. This is this kind of shit that only experience gets you, can't say. This is the type of foresight and knowledge that only experience gets you. Well planned, well planned. Well allocated. Where the Lego Robot 2 was great. We had 2 of them, which always surprised me because our school was relatively big, but also relatively not funded. So that was probably like a big budget item. Reluctant allies, and no one could ally with NIDS as it should be. I mean, we still can't, because you don't share affection keyword, and Xenos isn't an affection keyword. I did Delphi, oh my god, and that Lego programming in high school, the building cars was fun, but it didn't drive so well. Ours did really well. Like, I remember ours did really well. We made one climb up like a fucking 80-degree slope at one point, with like turning arms that it like hooked into like reallocated spots. It was really cool. I cannot wait for the tidal wave of lawsuits about people consulting ChatGPT and then doing it stupid because computer said so. They're already happening, Crembo. They're already happening. But it's less people asking ChatGPT, hey, can I make a lawsuit out of this? And more the industry responding, as it always does, to technological advancements and seeing whether they can introduce that for themselves, right? And in the field of law, that is currently met with resounding as my people did an uncharacteristic move. I don't want to harp on about this too long, but oftentimes when there is new stuff to try in the legal field, new tools of the trade, or potential tools for the trade, the ones that get tasked with trying this and working on it aren't like the lawyers. It's your secretaries, your paralegals, if you're American, you might be familiar with the term summer intern. If you're European, you might be familiar with the term slave. Those are the people that you usually send to like try the new shit, and then when it doesn't go well, that's their fault. However, when it comes to AI, when it comes to like generative AI, we saw that a lot of actual like lawyers jumped on this shit, and instead of trying this in-house a little and like workshopping it around a bit, like a good little guinea pig, they just like live tested that. They just tested that shit on the live branch. Like, they just brought that shit to court, and rightfully so, if you ask me, got the shit punched out of them for it. Rightfully so. Fuck them. Like, to anyone that would dishonor their client's trust like this, fuck them. Good riddance. Good riddance. Wow, this is one of my favorites. The man was literally dying looking at Slanesh and was like, nah, I don't see a god, just some space gas cloud. Bile. I really like Bile in 30k. His current 40k like persona I'm not super familiar with. Like, Legions of Bile is obviously an army I've never fucked around with. But I also haven't read any of his modern lore. I have a friend who drank all the Kool-Aid and is working at an AI startup, but I myself am more convinced that than ever that LLMs are a dead-end tech. You know what, Krembo? I hope. Is Dark Deity just Fire Emblem? It is very Fire Emblem. Yes, it is very Fire Emblem. We'll get to it in a minute. But several people say AI would replace me soon. I look at the requirements for the dev I completed this morning, and no way in hell an AI is going to be able to take that slog and use it to figure out what the actual spec is. Well, I mean, currently, yeah, absolutely, the tech is like so far off from that, right? I'm not going to deny that, like, one day we'll get there, and I'm also not going to deny that that one day is closer than, like, objects in the rearview mirror are closer than they seem, right? Like, I can feel it breathing down my neck, obviously. But, like, right now, no, that shit is irresponsibly bad. Irresponsibly bad. Early adopters who just sell all their golden goose, all their golden geese immediately for the new magic beans, and then the obvious occurs. Yeah. Like, usually when this happens, this is sadly, like, a sad truth in the legal field. And I'm pretty sure, like, in large corporate in general, right? If you're internal, then, like, your helper, like, your paralegal, your secretary, like, tries the new tech, they fuck up, they get the blame. If you take shit like this to court, no judge worth their salt is going to, like, let the "but my paralegal did it" excuse go through. Because at the end of the day, you are responsible, right? It doesn't matter whether your paralegal did it, it doesn't matter whether your dog ate your homework, that's irrelevant. You are ultimately responsible, you are signing for everything, your name is on everything, or your law firm's name is on everything, whatever, right? But, like, you are responsible. But normally these forays into new technology do not make it outside of the law firm, right? They get tested, like, internally. People try and play around with new shiny toys, and then other people have to take the fall for it. But in this case, we see people just, like, running into the fucking fortified position of, fuck it, let's try this on a judge, and then rightfully, like, getting consumed for it. Rightfully, so. Magnus! Good afternoon, Magnus. I am very tired. How are you today? And Morinara. Hello, Morinara. Oni has consumed me. Oxygen not included. Oxygen not included is a game that can totally consume you. Yeah, absolutely. I failed establishing a closed loop system in that game. I remember. We got really fucking far in to the point where I had to worry about, like, venting atmosphere into space because we were building too much pressure everywhere. That was the big problem. Everyone had, like, popped ears all the time. And from that point onward, it was too complicated for me to, like, suss out all of the specifics, and I gave up. The issue of eating their own garbage? Good. Let them. Hey, Craig! I still feel like there's a .com bubble-like event gonna happen with the AI. Yeah, you know what? You're not wrong. You're absolutely not wrong. AI waifu husbandus for his loners when? Oh, listen. Soon. Soon, right? That's how we're gonna die. That's how we're gonna go extinct. Not by nuclear warfare, not with a big bang. Humanity's gonna go extinct because we make better artificial partners than anyone else could ever be. Because we'll set the bar too high and then we'll just apathy our way out of existence. And you know what? That's okay. I'll sign up for it. Definitely a bubble waiting to pop. Like, I don't even know, like, how bad that shit's investment-wise, right? But I reckon it's bad. There must be an ungodly amount of money, just buried in this that's waiting to explode, right? That's what my infinite gas tanks are for. Yeah, like, all of this is, like, tech that, like, I never figured out. Hope you're having fun with it, Morinara. I hope you're having fun with it. As long as it's not a 40k event that happens with the AI, we should make it. We'll see. We'll see. As always, people are their own worst enemy, right? Ignore the 8 squared tank of oxygen sitting at over 12,000 metric tons per cubic meter in the far corner there. Why is this hissing? Oh my god. 12,000 metric tons per cubic meter, you say? What's the threshold of creating, like, dark hole, like, instabilities? How much pressure per, like, square inch do you have to generate? A lot? I mean, probably a lot more than that, right? Alright. Before we also randomly dive into fucking hypothetical physics, which is something I'm definitely not qualified to speak on. I'm barely qualified to speak, let alone speak on topics like that. Plan for today, Dark Deity. Let me turn this off. Click this button. 10 to 32 pascals. Yeah, I don't even have, like, an imagination of what that would even entail. I do see that is a large number. Lawyers are the most qualified to speak about theoretical physics. I think, isn't the joke in academia that it's physicists that usually think they're qualified to speak on every other, like, discipline's topics? Isn't that, like, the norm? Dana, thank you for dropping in. Have a good one, okay? Thank you very much. So, Dark Deity. One thing that I found out last time is that I had a lot more fun with Dark Deity 1 than I did the first time around. I had a lot more fun with it than I did last time. And that made me really happy, because I was worried that I was just going to bounce off of it again, like last time. And I'm not saying that there isn't still a chance of that happening, but we'll just keep going and we'll see how and where we end up, shall we? Zoop. After all, we're only in chapter 5. Last time on Dark Deity Z, we had 2 groups of people approach us for a family heirloom that none of them owned. One of them got really impatient, and now we're here in a weird mansion with PlayStation buttons all over the place. So, let's prep the map, shall we? Let us prepare the map. Let's do this. We have lovely lady that can kill us. We have multiple lovely ladies that can kill us. This is Sloan. Let's see what it is we're doing. I still have to get a feeling for what, like, my tanky units are. Certainly, Lincoln should be over here. This is all mage filth. But this is all undead mage filth with leather armor. What is even good against leather armor? Slashing. Gotcha. We do want to keep a healer per side. Samara we can't switch. Samara, Brooke, and Sarah are the units that just joined us on this side. Sophia and Sloan joined us previously to that. I don't want to send like someone else over there. Or 7. Do we send... We keep Bianca right side, right? I kind of need Bianca to clear all of this shit up. Circle goes down there. Or do all of these connect down here? All of these... they cross-connect. They cross-connect. Alright, I see. This seems super killable from here. With like one archer in the middle. Do we have anything good for items? Oh, and the other thing we learned last time is that I need to be a lot smaller so you can see all of the damage numbers. Doing the math, Marinara? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I can see the content already. Can you hypothetically create a dark hole in Oni? And why not? Boring tubers. All of these VTubers everywhere. Was that the joke we made last time? I don't know. It feels weird having both the adepts on this side, I will say that. That doth feel weird. What are you? Power 15, 23. So this guy must perish. We have Sloan to do that, right? Sloan can probably deal with this. Arcane damage is really good against plate. That guy's not in plate, he's in chain. We'll get it. To get to a black hole density, it's about 10 trillion times denser. 10 trillion times denser. The world is safe for now. You're seeing a lot of purple. These are all undeads, as far as I can tell. Let's begin this. It's a good start. It is a good start indeed, Marinara. Thank you for the 100 bits. Thank you so much. The recently defeated bandits have been resurrected. Defeat their leader. Sarah, Samara, and Brooke are equipped with eternal aspects, powerful gemstones. Aspects give their wielder powerful combat bonuses, but must be equipped in the first slot. They have a wide variety of effects and may be traded freely. So we have Kasara's Blaze, 10% chance to deal 1.5 times damage. Healing power increased by 50% on Eli's Light. And Orion's Pursuit, hit chance increased by 15%. This is like the good one, right? I always love these, like 10% chance to do 50% more damage. And like, okay, so what is that? 5% more damage overall? Cool. That's very cool. Love that. I want to say from a physics standpoint, Saintly, this is the only way it's safe. Delightfully dark. So, if we go into this, what can we expect here? 12 as a punchback is pretty rough on 5 dudes. I'm here. Do not think that we will have the ability to kill all of these. But Samara can probably take a bunch of them.
Lead the way.
How is this gonna look? Marin is taking too much damage. Sarah can tank all of them. Potentially. Hold up. Center guy. Sarah can tank all of this. What if we chill here? And we just do that. We could crit. There is a 16% crit chance. Kasara's Blaze triggered. Not what we wanted, but... There we go. Oh, they also don't really gain experience. They're level 15 already, that's why. 80% hit, 0 damage. What's our fort? Our fort is 14. 14. Wrong guy. The best we really got is send the high fort people forward and then chill here, right? Kind of block everyone in. Hope they don't pick the wrong targets. Nice dodge. How's Brooke looking there? Like, I haven't tried Brooke at all. They have a pretty reasonable hit chance against her. I don't like that. We could just go short sword. Obviously, the obvious target is this guy. But I kind of want to, like, finish a wall here. Fort 4, Fort 2, Fort Focus.
Are you sure?
We could do this. It's not great. All of them together can still kill him. Like, it really isn't great. We're really not doing much there. They're doing 9 as well. You know what? The actual play is to not do that. That's the actual play. And then we pick up the fucking pieces afterwards. Speaking of picking up the fucking pieces, this is a wall. Or is it? Garrick, do you kill this? Oh, you hyper kill this. Wonderful. Good man. Legos anyone? What, for building walls? Hey, Taco, how you doing? And hey, Flurple, sorry, I didn't even say hi to you. How fucking rude of me. This is probably enough tankiness to just like sit. Yeah, this is enough. We just kind of chill here. Let's go mace this up. Bonk. Cool. You did so well, idiot. And then the other one is either that or Bianca, right? Yep. Cool, cool, cool. Levels, please.
Not bad, not bad.
The goal is to get people to level 10 this map, right? So we are getting graded, obviously, on how quickly we clear this. What is going to be Sloane's weapon of... Oops. What is going to be Sloane's weapon of choice? I wonder. What is going to be Sloane's weapon of choice? What the fuck? DDT, please. Please stop doing that. Oh god. Hold up, it's being wonky. Oh no. Lord, there we go. I don't even know. So what do we have stat-wise? Pretty decent. I'd have to have a look at, like, speed stuff. We're probably just arcane missiling, right? The same logic as on Alden, I reckon. Probably. Who knows? These undead are the best looking undead I've seen. Almost no decomposition. That's because they almost didn't do anything to them. It's just the normal character model. That's why. You also just summoned them out of nowhere, so they are still fresh. I'm really worried about this side. I probably shouldn't be, but this is gonna fucking hurt. Let's watch it. Any hit we take is a bad hit. They've been dead for a very little while. True, we did just kill them. Oh lord. I had not taken that guy into consideration. Thank god Alden just dodged that. Good job, Alden. And now this. Yep. Lincoln! These are the bandits we just killed, you're entirely right. The advantage to raising dead that have been killed just a few minutes prior is that they haven't yet started to smell. Yeah, but we did cut them up pretty badly, didn't we? So, like, I don't know. Also, I would love to know what that little blue symbol on everyone was that was ticking around there. I would love to be able to tell.
All yours.
Hey, Sloan, can you do something about this? No. Garrick, can you do something about this? The answer may surprise you. It's fuck yeah. Please dodge. Fuck.
Sorry in advance.
That was the wrong one to crit on.
My hero.
Dude.
All yours.
We could have been easy use her to, like, break up this situation.
Oh, all right.
But I'd much rather do this. The thwack from the rider character attack is satisfying. Deity does that. Yeah, there's a bunch of these where, like, okay. I clicked too fast. I needed to switch weapon there. Where the overall hit is rather satisfying to listen to. This is another one.
Wish I could do that.
This is another one, if you ask me. We'll just kind of sit here, right? What do you think happens if we move the CIA in there? Chia? Chia, what happens if we do this? 24 damage. 24. Ouch. But it's only a 30% hit chance. You know? It's only a 30% hit chance. We'll be fine, right? Right? Okay. Okay, we need to be fine one more time. This, by the way, resolved itself very nicely. Nothing happened. Nothing ever happens. We can't kill you, so we just send arcane missiles. If it's your own territory, then the CIA will make no claim to the work they do. Yeah, but if it's not your own territory, then, like, there goes your election, right? Isn't that the problem? Consumption. Oh, consumption is the lifesteal that we have, right? That's what it is? I would love to be able to kill that. We very much have to focus one guy down. Please dodge. Nice. They also have the lifesteal. And then we just have to do this. And there goes one. Imagine if we hit and crit. I would like to not imagine that. Hi, Graham. How you doing? That sounds very spooky, and I do not want a part of it. 12 damage. We can like take 12, right? But like that's another 12. At the end of the day, we have to kill this guy. However, I don't like it. Does this get us doubled on? It doesn't get us doubled on. Let's get this guy out of here. Because this is a 16 hit on Alden. With him done, we can now fall back, let Alden tank this again. Instead of having to worry. And then this is just...
We need you in this fight.
putting Marin up front. Which isn't like the best idea either, but so be it. You. Let's see whether we can protect Shia. Hopefully the AI stupid doesn't dogpile the hero. The AI is like undecided on whether it wants to be an asshole a lot of the time. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. Yeah, ow. But like, units dogpiling you is forever going to be the problem of like we go, they go systems, right? That is forever going to be the issue.
Forgive me, Alden.
So that right there, that's exactly the problem. Right there. So how does the wound system in this work? Is the -4 just permanent? Is the -4 just a permanent now? Or do we get to do anything about it?
At least you'll die on your feet.
Oh! Big hit. It's perma, good. Alright.
By your grace, thank you.
Annoying. Really annoying to get dog piles like this. What can you do? Would you for the AI to be intelligent if the general tactics guy are alive, but become dumb if they're absent or died? Depends on what tactics game you're talking about, right? Like, not every system is helped by having, like, a if your general is alive sort of system. Especially in, like, squad-based tactics like this, you're not really operating under, my general tells me, you're much more operating under individual intelligences, so no, I wouldn't. It also just kind of sounds pretentious, if you ask me. So this side has lost their healer. That's gonna be fun. Oh no, wait, we still have one of the sisters as a healer, right? I believe one of the sisters is a healer. Go kill. And then... Nope. You won't have a part in this, sir. Everyone else, good luck. Welcome to the era of mage tanking. Like to be done, or at least attempt once. Eh. I don't know, I would like the AI to be a challenge across the board instead of it being situationally something. I don't see the appeal in that at all. F it. Like, all it does is cause you to rush down that commander so that they then become stupid. Like, where's the advantage? Why would it do anything? Can't move. So we can't do anything with Bianca. We could. Hold up. If we commit to this. Yep. Then this. Get him.
At least you'll die on your feet.
Very necessary. Very, very necessary. There's a Bianca. That kind of hurts. You know what? This is just a clean kill. There's another 30% chance that this is really going to sting. But there was a 24% chance that... Oh my god, they hit! We were never going to see any of that. It's a shit ton of experience, which is why I want to do that on her. And she's never going to see the consequence of her actions because this guy isn't going to reach her, right? 30% always hit. He didn't hit twice. 1 out of 3, you know? 1 out of 3 is certainly acceptable.
Stay back, creep!
Not only did we proc the 20% Ferret's Fury, we also crit. Sophia, very necessary.
Oh,
there's a level 8.
just my luck.
Yeah, this sucks. That was awful.
I'm on it.
And then we'll see about, like, heading over here in a minute. For now, isn't looking great. Oh no, whatever shall we do? That's so much damage. Here, oh no. Strength nice, no speed not so nice. I mean, no dex either, nothing. That's just a bad level up. What is this stupid blue mark? Okay. You're the healer, right? We can focus down 1 guy a turn. This is going, like, exceedingly well. Exceedingly well. You pick the random level up stat. We're at normal level ups, so just like the randomized
Make your
stuff.
peace.
I didn't fuck with that at all. Very unintended experience.
All right.
One thing we're lacking a mage killer, right? We're lacking someone with high fort that also deals significant damage to any sort of mage. Do we have a unit like that that I've just overlooked so far?
You won't be missed.
Cool, Brook is cool. I forgot that crit animation. Fucking Daka Daka Daka. A Bodu doesn't count as a mage killer. I mean, Sophia does that. She's just not on this side. I could move Alden down, attack this, but I'd much rather just keep him here and prevent him from, like, getting over there.
Too easy.
My god. The critties. Your if I remember correctly, deals 20 plus damage to these. Yes, and he has 2 fort. There is no being careful with retaliation skeleton because we cannot one-shot these. Therefore, that is not an answer. Yeah, I know that. So when I say, hey, I need a mage killer, someone with high fortitude that does damage to these, the answer shouldn't be, oh, you're Irving, the guy with 2 fort. Like, yeah, I know that, honey. I'm very fucking aware of that solution. I'm aware he exists. He also does not fall within the given criteria. Sophia falls into this much more, right? Soph over here is 12 fort. Yep, there we go. And this does bonus damage to chain and leather, but not to rune cloak. But most mages fall within leather or rune cloak, right? These ones certainly are on leather. Probably because, like, undead leathery skin. Whoop. So Soph does exactly that. For now.
Waiting orders.
Lincoln is going to be the first through the portal.
In position.
Because all of these connect over here, right? Do they? No, they don't. Triangle connects to one bone or another. Oh wait, triangle connect. These connect here. But these connect over there. So we do have a chance to mix up our group again. We do have a chance to mix up our group slightly to get like some better damage spreads across the board. This is all Fizz, right? You're not. You're obviously a dude. 21 power. That's a bit rough. 21's a lot. And we have to end our turn to go through, right? Like we can't move through and then attack. Meaning before we send anyone here, we'll probably have to kill this off somehow. Which means we can send people to deal with this stuff. You know what? I have a plan. There. Not a good plan, but a plan nonetheless. This is the guy from over the wall. Good morning, Aura, and hello, Vera. How you doing? Hello, hello, hello. How are you two today? How are you two today? So I'm really not happy about the sisters eating all the kills over there. Obviously, right now we don't have anything else to run into, but if it were me, I would just leave these 3 behind.
Let's do it.
We don't want them getting the kills. They get 1 XP per kill, and that's just a fucking waste. Of the game so far, I'm enjoying it a lot more than I did last time around. A lot more. So here we can see our current attack is like 17 going into a counter. Not great. Brook into this is still kind of it. Can we do better than that? What's our? Thank you for the dodge. Oh, that doesn't give us a clean kill because we aren't... Yeah, of course. This does kill. Good. I'm worried about the Alden situation up there. Skeleton. Honey,
No less
darling.
than you deserve.
I say this with all the love that I can muster, but please shut the fuck up. I don't give a shit whether he attacks twice. Because he attacks, and then he gets hit for 12. I am fucking aware. Shut up! My god. Enough.
What? 2 years is creeping up Kyron Dance.
No, it isn't. Izzy! Izzy!
Right away.
Hello, Izzy. Thank you for the 23. My god. Why is it 23 already? Why is it 23 already? How are you doing today? Let me quit this. Like, we're not killing on Arcane Blast ever, right? Well, 6%, but... Force, maybe? No? Okay. Same difference. Oh, Izzy, I need to show you something. Everyone else is just gonna be sitting there for a second. We can solve this situation by moving Samara out, but I kind of wanted her to stay there to kill this. Yeah, 20. Even if we can double and kill one of them, there were usually 3 other ones that could then kill him in retaliation. Yeah, what happened to Marin? Like, I can analyze... I don't want to be grumpy about this, but I'm going to be grumpy about this. I've probably played more of these fucking games, right? Like, turn-based tactics is kind of the thing I do. Like, please do not recount, like, the basic bitch board situation to me. I think I'm more than able to analyze that one myself. And if, like, Irving isn't the one to go into it, it's because the punchback is too much. I know. Telling me that he can double attack doesn't matter. If he could double attack before the enemy attacks, that would. He does not do that. That is not a thing. Zoe! Hello, Zoe. To you. How are you doing?
I've got a lot to learn.
Yeah, for example, that's a mag and speed level up. That's fine. You did good, kid. You did good. We're just kind of like over the gulf killing everything here, eh? There is that. Okay, so what is this blue shit? What is that? What's making that happen? I have no idea. And it confuses me a lot. You're gonna sit here, you're gonna take this attack.
Oh, all right.
Sloan, you can... over here. That's the last round we'll be sitting on that. And like we can go here. Heal. That way we get 1 attack, 2 attacks. We will never get 2 attacks because we kill here. That takes care of like a significant portion of this. We are on 9 defense, which isn't super fantastic. Especially into... This isn't... No, this is Fire Dart. This is... magic damage, right? But, like, that's not an option. We'll deal with that somehow. And then all of this just sits here for a little bit. Oh, you know what? No, it doesn't.
I'd be honored. If you insist.
Wait... Wait, that should work. And then over here, we can spend this turn by healing Bianca.
Rally to me.
At least. Faces the teleport? I do not know. It might be. It might not be. So, like, the secondary ability of unit is tied to their class, right? That's why we see doubles on, like, Disarm, for example. One thing that I am frequently missing is an explanation. Been a while since you've had a sip. Izzy, thank you for the hydrate. Hold up. Thank you, Izzy. Good old wall sniping. Nothing ever beats that. Yeah, this is the guy that's holding us up on that side. On my turn, he's dead. We can have Lincoln come through and deal with all of the physical side. We don't even have to do that, for this guy just moved into my territory for some reason. I don't know why he did that. But Alden is a character that I do want to develop, so I do not mind. Samara... We could move Samara away and just have Alden kill these over the next 2 turns, but I do want to end this before, like, next Christmas, you know? So... this. Oh yeah, the thing I wanted to show you, Izzy, here. I can't show this publicly yet on account of it's not done. But, like, yo, Izzy. Check this shit out. Where's the Izzy? Hold up. Where's the Izzy? There she is. Here. Boom. There you go. Thingy. I have to show Izzy some like art in progress, is what it is. Yeah, we do that, and then Sophia and Sloan deal with this guy, and then we can jump everyone over. So we jump over this turn. We jump over this turn. Doesn't kill. Unfortunate. How much power are you on, my friend? You're on 12 power. Never mind, we can live with this. So, what do we want to go where? Is there a unit of ours that we would like to shunt over to the other side? The answer is yes. I want to move Garrick over to the other side, and Elias too. Which means we're taking Circle and Plus.
I'm on it.
Oh, is that a good idea, though? Oh, that's how this works. Ew. That's how this works. So we want Alden through first. But there is no going through first. No, I need someone to breach those gates. What if Brooke does this? We keep this side over here. What if we send Brooke through first? Brooke, what's your dodge? 130. I have no idea how this calculates. But go forth. Do we have like a VTuber or something? We have a Fizzy. I don't want to use a Fizzy. Let's do that. It's so fucking awesome. It's cool, right, Izzy? It's cool. I'm really happy. I'm really happy with it. Soon. It'll be done soon. Do we send Alden through? Yes. So that's both the portals to this side. These, we will ignore these portals entirely on this side. You don't have to risk getting jumped first thing on enemy phase, assuming the warp happens at the start of your turn. I assume it happens once I press end turn is the problem, Graham. I do not think it will be that friendly. That's exactly the problem I'm having right now. We're also traffic jamming on the right side. Oh, it does happen at the start. You're right, we're about to find out. We have a VTuber. You? No, that's a lie. I would never be.
My hero.
I would never be.
I feel
Wonderful, level
stronger.
9 Sophia.
Do I
If we
look
can get
stronger?
Sophia to 10, I like it. The speed is missing. We'll level up. Friendly portals. These portals are friends. There we are. Okay. That's actually quite nice. Alden's going to be lacking behind a lot, but he also clears this, so... And then these go here, so these connect one-to-one. Wonderful.
Am I needed?
Wait there.
Take point.
And now it's time for the truth. This is okay.
If you insist.
Brooke, tell me how it is. 18% hit chance. Yeah. This will take a bit before we're through. This will take a bit. However, what's the best defensive? It's just short swording. They can get Irving here is the issue, right? No matter if you're a little behind, become stupid powerful regardless. I mean, like, walking distance. But yeah, his passive does ensure that he he becomes inevitable, right? He does very much become inevitable.
At your disposal.
Elias goes over. Garrick goes over. Bonk this man. Bonk. And then this is... You're not to be worried about. That's wonderful. That is... Spooky? Spooky, scary skeletons. One crit doesn't save us. We need to crit twice. You know what? We're not risking this.
You dropped something.
I'm not risking that shit.
My
Fuck
turn.
that. And then you do that. And full send. We should be... Like, we shouldn't be in any danger here. Yeah, even then he only hits us for 8. We at least get to hit back once. Weird that we're not doubling on the punch back. Oh, wonderful. That misses as well. Next turn we have... Oh no, next turn we have nothing. Both of them miss.
Time to turn the tide.
Disarm is so useful. Disarm is really useful, yeah. He lost the weapon weight, reducing his speed flopper. That's exactly what it is. You're right. You are entirely right. That is precisely it. Yeah, that's the type of shit that I hadn't thought about. Right.
All wastes before the sun.
I was hoping this guy was gonna live. Would really like that 1 XP. That is a lot more XP on another character. For example, like this.
Interesting maneuver.
A lot more XP. You have 20 power. We have 10 defense. Okay, you got this.
Let's do it.
Go, go, go. And then we're going to be chilling here. We're going to do the whole, like, wall thing there again, right? On this side. Sup? How are you doing? Like, what are we doing with Sophia, dude? What are we doing with Sophia? Why is this happening? Why is this happening? Sorry, I'm fighting something real quick. There we go, sorry. That's fine. The wind! The wind! It's hecking windy. You. I think... Oh my god. I'm trying to multitask something that I shouldn't be multitasking. Like, I'm trying to multitask something I shouldn't be. And it's causing the screen to constantly move. This was Arcane Missile. Arcane Missile has done us good so far. Exactly. See, Aura gets it. It's hacking windy. Get him. Like, at least with Chia, I know we're just firmly on blue, right? There's level 9.
You know talent when you see it.
Fucking hell. Lady.
In position.
That is a big talent. Yeah. Big talent. Nothing else ever. And bonks. Good. If I can get a couple more level ups like that on Shia, she might not be a fucking pain in the ass to level this time around. She might not be a pain in the ass this time. Who knows? Maybe Rogue Lady go lucky for once. This is gonna be a slow burn fight. Luckily, it's also not a fight that goes anywhere. Meaning we can just kind of sit there. The guy can't... Well, he could disengage, but he can't disengage into another target, which means he won't. The AI seems to readily take attacks whenever they can.
Oh, all right.
Wait, didn't you have like a funny sweet talk? 50% chance within melee range.
Oh, all right.
That doesn't mean that I run you into a melee enemy, does it? Donk, donk, donk. You're level 11. I don't want to hand that kill over, if I'm being entirely honest. But I might have to. Ooh, I might have to. Because otherwise we have two people going into Sloan. And like... Huh?
My turn! Can do. What'll it be?
Oh. I did that very badly. Well, there's only one person that can go there, right? Like, there's not enough space otherwise. And she can take one. I'm pretty sure she can. We're about to find out either way.
Are you sure?
Alden. Send Alden.
Together.
And then the great healing begins.
I'm on it.
Quickly
The great
and quiet.
healing begins. And also the great shooting this guy from all the way over here. Hello. There we go. Garrick. 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 So Garrick's passive is 15% more crit damage, right? 15% more crit damage. Which means we want to pick something that he can crit on. So, we have Archer, a skilled marksman placing shots in precise fashion to never miss their target. 45% luck. We gain 8% crit chance per adjacent ally, and 1.25%, 25% more hit bonus from dexterity. Drifter, who has an axe and therefore isn't an archer. Strider, who is... I mean, Aragorn. A dangerous folk who wander the wilds. Some may be more important than they seem. Never mind, that is just a Lord of the Rings reference. What do you get? Relentless. A second attack and a double attack does increase damage and reduce the effect of weapon weight. Oh. And of course we have Witch Hunter. Witch Hunter. I mean, we really want to crit, right? This seems very fucking obvious. This seems very obvious. Witch Hunter has some bonus for his mages. I think that's more of a... what's our current Sitch like? I think that's more like a Sophia thing. Although I'm tempted to make Sophia Strider specifically. Like, I want the crit bonus. I want the crit bonus from Specialist. I have no idea what happens over here, but I reckon it's even more crit. Let's just go Archer. I usually pick the vanilla class promotion even if it's not the best. That's a perfectly fine choice. Deosim, that's a perfectly fine choice. He seems like his class fantasy seems to be Archer, and his passive ones, like, it's not like the problem that we had last stream, right? Where, who was it? Where, like, the passive was, oh, it was the promotion for Brooke, where Brooke's passive really wants her to go Raider, but her stats suck, so, like, Raider she isn't. So the best thing about this promo is that we get a double jump. Fucking hell! Do you have any chill left in you, sir? We don't want to overuse him now. I do still want the others to get experience. As many people to level 10 as we can right now. That's kind of the goal. There's still plenty of fodder left. The promo games! Yo, ow, oh, ow, that's really bad. Hold up, what? Oh, the guys from the other side. I forgot that there isn't a wall that...
Sorry in advance.
Oh my god. Did you see that? There was a guy there, and then he wasn't anymore. The 49 crit. I thought we promoted him to an archer. We gave him a railgun instead. What the fuck? Yoshia with a double. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Yeah, I legitimately thought there was a wall there. There wasn't. I guess. Do it again. No, of course not. I bet you he's going to crit on the second go around. He will be critting on the second time. I would fucking bet on that.
Quickly and quietly. Quickly and quietly.
What's this gonna look like? 6s. An 8. We can't really... Oh! That was this guy. I see what happened. I do see what happened there. Pink.
I'm here.
We could not do this. We could just do this. What's it to 10? If we want to do that from this
Quickly
position.
and quietly.
So the answer is Brooke.
You won't be missed.
Well. We've got to send a message. And the message is, I can't pace myself.
All right.
There we go. Oh, once again, not a kill that I actually want to make. But is there a kill that I want to make? No, there isn't. Fuck it. Death unto thee. And then we start prepping. We're taking this side. Other side. Soph. Back here. Soph is really close to level up as well. We can start dealing with these guys. Tia Sloan. Move up. There's one archer here with 15 power. We have 4 defense. That one's gonna hurt, but they're not gonna hurt for long. At least it won't hurt for long. You think we need healing? We might. We might. You might be right. You might be right. Oh, this is where that guy went. We're going to send Garrick through. Actually, we're not going to send Garrick through. We're going to send Alden through. We're going to heal Brooke and send Brooke through as the second front line. And we're going to ignore the fact that Elias exists. I don't want him to get doubled there, so you're just going to have to chill here for a second. Alden, take this man's life.
Let me at him!
Once again, unnecessary. But there is our Alden promotion. Alden, Alden, Alden! Woo! So what do we do with Alden? What do we do with Alden? We've read these before. I think we're just an Arcanist, right? By the way, the Arcanist is also a really good example. So just like with the Battle Mage. This is the thing that always strikes me as wrong. Like, the bodies are just not made for the individual character. The initial one is, at least for some, and then, like, all of the promos are just like heads on the same body, even though that's not what the character will ever look like. I don't like it. Mage Magician is a Pokemon evolution? Yes. I think we're just going Arcanist, right? Mage is to follow the traditional path to arcane knowledge. That's what he is in too, I reckon. He's certainly not going Muscle Mage. I don't think we're Conjuring. We could be Conjuring. What if we Conjured? Harness the inconsistent power of Conjured Flame. Gives us lifesteal. Adds current HP to damage. Power 25 unit doesn't move. That's not going to happen all that much. Master increases accuracy. What if we just went Conjurer? You know? I like the Conjurer comes with back problems. Every time you conjure something, like a part of one of your vertebrae dissolves. Equivalent exchange. His sprite looks like a very old child. See, that's exactly the problem. It's not even his sprite. It's just like the Conjurer thing has his like child head on it and then like an old man's body. Like 2 doesn't do that anymore, right? Although I didn't see how promotions work in 2, so I don't know. And all of them Mage's Conjurer, we have a Magician. And that's it. The other ones haven't picked their path yet, I believe. It's one of the sisters that's a Magician. The sprite on the right. Oh, this one! Yeah. You're right, look at that. No, I think I'm just going traditional Arc. No. We're going traditional Arcanist. Let's be boring. After all, what else is Alden but a character? Go, get him. He's so tall now. Better I just do small? Yeah, that's also true. We will leave this situation as it is. I just don't want to send the sisters over. They're just gonna hog XP. What's our fizz on So? Defense 6, defense 4.
Huh?
We're barely not making it there. I'm mildly scared of this exchange, weirdly enough. I'm mildly spooked of this.
I guess. Can do.
We're gonna send Bianca and Chia through first. Yeah, and Lincoln. These are the first 3 to go through. In turn. There they go. Never mind. Didn't have to be worried at all. Get him, Sloan. Good job. And there is Sloan level 9.
Falling into place.
Or every time I see Sloan's character model, I'm slightly what? Sorry, what? Huh? What? Huh? What? I was thinking thoughts.
Oh, all right.
This is not a kill, right? This is not a kill. The good thing with Arcanist is that accuracy becomes a non-issue. Rule. There's thinly veiled fetish showing him. It's not a fetish. How is this? First of all, how is this thinly veiled? There is no veil here, I assure you. Like, none whatsoever. None whatsoever. This is kind of a bit bad. Please dodge. Oh no, wait, we're on 100% hit chance here.
Awaiting orders.
We are on 100%. Through. I did that wrong. Never mind. Shia is the first one to move through. Good luck. Breach in progress. We chill over there. We take this one. We go set up this heal and this teleport in 1. You go there. Brooke, hold the line. Alden, kill this man. I support the right of care of wanting to be stepped on. Why? That's not even... You're getting this all wrong. Feet are disgusting. Let's start with that. Thinking critical fail? You can't accuse me of thinking. Like, you just can't do that. That's rude. That's just rude. Wow, I'm glad you connected that hit. It's funny getting it wrong, though. It's a game like Fire Emblem, of course it'll have a Wooga in it. This game has an excessive amount of that, though. Woo! Soph! There's Soph, finally. It took her a little to get there, didn't it? Alright, so... Archer Path, what are we doing with Sophia? What are we doing with Sophia? Any ideas? Are we Aragorning Sophia? A part of me wants to Aragon her. The other part is annoyed that this is like the same sprite for male and female characters. You know what? That's the problem. All of the characters are incredibly like androgynous because there's only one. This feels like a class that really fucking wants to crit. I mean, obviously every class really wants to crit, but... I don't know how I feel about stridering her. I'm kind of tempted to Witch Hunt her. These are the two options that I'm currently weighing. I wanted a Witch Killer, yeah. I absolutely wanted a Witch Killer. And that is what we'd be getting out of a Witch Hunter. We'd also be getting more movement out of her, which I'm always a fan of. I do very much like +1 movement. Legolas, Hobo, Kirito, Horse. What do you mean, Kirito? This is like a very, very clear Lord of the Rings reference. What are you talking about? You weeb! Weebs in my chat? Couldn't be. Couldn't be. You cannot stop me. I wouldn't attempt to. I'll get weeb on me. Ooh. We don't stop weebs here. Ours are free range. The problem of Witch Hunter, look at speed. Ah. Did you see that I'm Kirito? Listen, I will forever hold that the first half of Season 1 of Sword Art is actually kind of cool. And that's it. They then immediately ruin the fucking thing into the ground, and I have not bothered with any other season afterwards. They do really tank that speed into nothingness, right? But I'm not going Archer either. I also don't think I'm going Drifter, right? What's the Drifter passive? So Drifter passive is Ruthless, crit modifier increases by a flat 50%, and we get to 100% luck level up. And Outcast, crit plus 30% if only one adjacent unit. Kinda sexy, what the... Oh, that's not bad. Oh, that's not... No, I think she's our she's our anti-mage. Which is the guy in the game. I mean, that's very early on, right? I mean, very early on, like during that phase, Senti, it's just a fucking isekai, right? Oh, you like my axe cowboy? Oh yeah, because they, like, she do be getting fancy hat, right? No, like, I think we're going Witch Hunter. I think we're just going Witch Hunter. The speed is definitely a problem. Like, the speed is absolutely an issue. But... No. No matter whether this would be like a better all-rounder or this would be, I need something that fucking kills mages. This is 85% fort level up. decent strength, luck stays the same. That's what we're doing. Lady's getting a horse. Congratulations on the horse, lady. And this is how horse girls are made. In a lab. Please don't crit. Thank you. Very kind. Do bow promos lose so much speed? I mean, they do, right? Like, bow, not inherently fast. Is it because you need to aim? I'm happy.
You're just another curve.
Oh, that changes things. Lady a la Full Metal Alchemist. I wasn't going to go there, Furthen, and you were a bad person for going.
One step at a time.
Sophia the Witch Hunter doesn't care about speed against magic opponents. They won't do damage no matter how many attacks come. Fizz attacks can mess her up, though. Yeah, Skeleton, very right. You do obviously still care for speed to the extent of you would like to double people into oblivion, right? But... oh. I just fucked up. Ew. Oh. Yeah, this will be fine. This will be okay. I would really like to kill these guys.
What would be?
What's like the hit chance here that they have? 42%. That's a bit too much, and they're really chunky. They're really chunky. Sloan, can you kill a guy? You can. Spread some more experience around.
One more for the good guys.
You don't need the experience anymore, but this map is about to end, right? Yeah, it's defeat, like, map objective is defeat boss.
In position.
Bianca. There. We can bait a guy. Send. Alright, back to the problem here. The problem at hand over here is pretty simple. We can just hit these guys, whatever, right? Like, that's not necessarily the problem.
Time to turn the tide.
But I really want to get a kill on Irving. And that's not happening without a crit. There we go. There is Irving. Ta-da! 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 So, here's the question. This is our first warrior level, right? So we have the options between Knight, a skilled fighter trained in chivalry and death. Chivalry gains 6% power for every adjacent player unit, and then it's not named Death, sturdy, 35% more health. Does put us into chainmail. Barbarian, axe fighter with a wild and dangerous side. Excellent for assaulting gates. Or dating when you're young and stupid. Savage, attacking over 50% of defense, and shove, push range plus a 1. Defender, what feels like his natural progression. Valiant protector, capable both of drawing enemy attacks and taking them. Adjacent player units will have their defense increased by 20% when in combat, and enemies will attack him more. And of course, the Goon, 2.5% crit for each tile moved in the turn, and crit increased by 20% of dodge. Want to vote the lower path just because of the silhouette? You mean this dragon over there? I mean, it's gonna be like a dragon knight, right? You can kind of like see his arm here, so his silhouette is just covered by the wing. So let's think about this. Right now, he fulfills this role for us. This is what he does for us right now, right? Second promote is also forward choice. Exactly. You can just... It's not like you need to go into this and then into whatever this is. You can go from one into any of these. The optimum way to plan your builds is obviously knowing what this is, then knowing which stats you need for what. I feel like these all have, like, the lines have the same stat priority. Like, knights in this will want the same stats, barbarians in this will want the same stats, right? So there's coherency there. But like, if you really wanted to plan your build, I feel like you would want to know what this is, what stats they want, and then plan your right stat progression through here, maybe make up for like any deficits in those second promotions, or like compound on certain strengths building, then go into them. That requires a level of knowledge that I don't want to have. We're still playing through this mostly blind. I don't want to know all of this. So we're basically just playing this like by ear, right? I'm torn. I'm really torn. So here's the thing, right? Defender right now gets us into a lot more defense. Cool. Some more forward, whatever. But like, what the fuck are we doing with this disgusting mastery gain? Like, we gotta do something with that, right? I kind of want to say Defender feels redundant. What if Defender is redundant? I am torn right now. Like, tell me what you think about this, chat. I'm torn between Knight and Dragoon. Like, we already have the defensive profile to just be in Knight. Never mind that it doesn't change anything about our defensive profile, and this man is a rock to begin with. We're getting even more stupid mastery out of it. We're trading Plate for Chainmail, but I like Chainmail anyway. Or we send him out on a horsey. Where is the Protect? So let's go with a bland class. So we go Knight. Knight, in my opinion, fits him more. Dragoon turns him into a player phase unit. Ah, you're speaking my language. Yeah, you're right. That's a very good point, Flopal. That's a very good point. So, when we talked about Irving first stream around, the idea was we take the man, we put him somewhere, and he is a roadblock. Roadblocks are oftentimes called like off-phase, off-turn, non-player phase, enemy phase units. What that means is that on your turn you move them, you place them somewhere, and then they deal most of their damage either through like a presence or through counterattacking. So they deal most of the damage from enemies attacking them. They deal most of the damage on your off turn. Flopper is very right here. What I want to use him for is to be that, to be a roadblock, to sit somewhere. And Dragoon doth not that playstyle support, right? That's a really fucking good point. Let's go Knight. Let us go Knight. This does not fix our fortitude whatsoever. Obviously, the ultimate off-turn would be Defender, but no, we're going Knight. Plus we get 35% more health, which is kind of cracked, right? Knight would let him keep his sword instead of going to Lance. Not sure if that matters much, but it's a thing. No, it doesn't matter at all. It doesn't matter at all. If it makes him more of a roadblock, I mean, potentially, yeah. But it doesn't really advance his playstyle in any way, shape, or form. I don't know whether that one makes sense. That one might be a bit esoteric. 16 power, 10 defense. All I need to make sure is that we're not on a weapon with true speed 10? Oh, suck it, moron. Oh. Never mind, I can't read. 61 HP. If he becomes Knight, does that mean he has a good sleep? He had a good night's sleep? Aura. I need a favor. Can I boo you? Just like real quick, like. Oh yeah, Brooke is the one that isn't on crazy levels, right? Like, it's the two sisters that are both...
Skills full pockets.
Fucking hell, lady! Oh! That's another thing she has in common with Shia. You bastard. Oh no. Calculated! It's a cool looking dragon. You boo them for you? Yes, you can boo me. Thank you. I need that for, like, personal validation at the moment. It's important for reasons. This doesn't kill. But I would really like it to. Thank God. Yes!
Rude to stare.
Is it though? Respectfully? There she is. There she is. All right, Shia. Next problem. Next fucking problem. What the fuck do we do with her? Stares respectfully, right? So, Stalker, fierce rogues who pick the perfect time to strike, ensuring they do so with lethal force. Gives us guaranteed to hit enemies below 40%, 5% chance to instant kill. I hate instant kill talents like this. I don't like planning around them. You can never rely on them in any way, shape, or form. I don't like this shit. It usually just means things are going wrong. Or things aren't going as intended. Thief. Sneaky rascals that can't keep their hands to themselves. Known to stay one jump ahead. Speed increases armor pen. And disarm range +2. I don't care for disarm range +2. At all. Duelist. We have Brooke on Duelist. This shit's kind of sick. And then there's a Raider. When I talk about the intended, it's like, this is kind of like the character's personality, right? Like, she's obviously a fucking thief. Like, obviously. She stole my heart. What? Instant kill is a billion times more useful on enemies than on you. It's so annoying. That's because when we talk about games like this, Deusim, there's always a divide between the enemy and us. And that is because the enemy does not have to deal with the consequences of any given map. Once the map is over, we're never seeing that enemy again, right? But we have to deal with any damage that we took. So, if I inflict instant kill on an enemy, that's just a guy gone. If an enemy inflicts instant kill on me, that's a permanent wound that I have to carry for the rest of the playthrough. I fucking hate instant kill talents. I absolutely hate instant kill talents. You seem very much like a glass cannon with a further reduction in HP growth. True. So that's less. How's our dex looking? No idea. Hold up. Big stretch. The worst part is that this, like, I just want to go duelist. I don't know. But we already have a duelist, right? That's the issue. Duelist seems better. I think Duelist seems better. The problem with Duelist obviously being that we already have one. And doubling up this early feels like a bit shitty, right? I think we're just going Thief. I think we're just going Thief. I want to vote Raider because big strength and axe is cool, but that is a big departure from what she was doing. I don't think it's ever Raider, right? Wait, is it though? Is it ever Raider? Thief is what you pick if they've been stat screwed. Duelist if the other duelist might get stat screwed. Here is the problem, Florpal. I see the logic behind that. I have no frame of reference to decide whether she has been stat screwed. I think ours has been fine. She's had like a wonky level up, but like mostly she's been doing well. Is it ever Raider? Hold up. We gain some HP. No one gives a shit. We get a lot of just oomph, right? No one cares about magic. This doesn't matter. This barely matters. 20% of drop in dex sucks. 20% drop in mastery. I think I can live with. We gain more speed. We lose 20% luck. So what does a Raider do? Ambush kind of defines how the entire thing works, right? 35% more power against enemies with full health. See a guy, run into the guy. Hito. That's it, right? Like we want to hit things on full health and we want to one-shot them, potentially. Barmaid is obviously a talent that doesn't work with anything, so like this is nothing. We could use her as an initiator like that. We could absolutely. Do we need an initiator? Kind of no, right? Like my way to initiate is usually like you turtle into a formation. Raider feels like it begs for safe scamming because of pillage? You mean because of pillage? I can see why, yeah. Okay. Stalker though? No, fuck Stalker. I think it would be a waste. Yeah, like, the only thing that Raider would initiate on is as a counter punch once the frontline has been hit by a mage. Like, she'd run into that. And kill that, because everything else she could ever touch is probably already damaged. This just doesn't work with the way that I normally play these games, which I really like fucking shield walls. I like turtle, then you get hit, and then you kill them. And like Thieves' passives. Armor pen, I don't care about disarm range. Like, yeah, you're a disarm bot, that's cute and all. So my problem with Raider, by the way, I'm down for the stat line, except Dex and the luck here. These two hurt me. How actually impactful it is. If disarm didn't take your turn. On most missions on a timer, no. There is a timer that says like, hey, you get more money if you do this faster. But the sequel has a disable turn timers, yes. Which we're absolutely taking. We're going Thief. I have a... Okay, listen. I don't know whether this is true. I have a sneaking suspicion that Shia is very much an early game character. The reason is mostly barmaid. This talent does fucking nothing, right? So other rogues we pick up later will probably just outscale her if they ever have a talent that actually does something for them. If she is an early game character anyway, might as well just keep her in there. Might be wrong. Don't know. I'm gonna keep her in this line. Yep. Well, let's see how this pans out. Nice dodges. Kill? No. Disarm lets you do something. Yeah, that's true. Sometimes this lets you misposition yourself. Isn't that great? And now we need to find a way... Who do we want to give this kill to? We want Elias to kill this. Ideally, Elias killed. How do we make that happen? Like this.
Together.
That leaves us on 8. Can you hit for 8? You hit exactly for 8. Bonk. Aha! Sucker! Assuming you want to keep using him. No one else here, like everyone else here is already at level 10. Like, I don't know whether I want to keep using Elias. I remember last time I didn't like this man. But I also know that the game went through like a major rebalance of like long after I stopped playing. So I have no idea whether like mine was just stat screwed or whether he sucked balls. I just know that he was a massive ball and chain. And I did not enjoy playing with him. I also realized that, it's been like 2 hours on this map. I suspect you haven't been completely honest with us. Not exactly. Mara? I think it's obvious we can trust them at this point. They could have easily killed us and taken the stone for themselves by now. Right, perhaps. Well, while your faith in our character is quite flattering, I think what Irving was getting at is how do we know we can trust you?
Yes.
Yes, I think it's best we hang on to the stone for now. Very well. Wait, what? If you truly feel they can be trusted, then there's no harm in it. Besides, surely they're more capable of defending the stone than these bandits. If it stays with them, at least we know it's safe. Safe from what? That's just it, we're not sure.
Great.
Wonderful. These stones, most of them have been lost to legend for centuries, but recently many have been popping up again. Someone very powerful seems to have taken interest in them. Ooh, for what purpose? That's just what we came to investigate, and unfortunately our next lead is somewhat time sensitive. You're just letting this legendary stone go, after all that?
Surely not.
No, Brooke will remain with you. She has a good grasp of what we're dealing with. Samara and I will pursue this necromancer. We'll have more to share when next our paths
If
meet.
you insist.
I take it that's an order, not merely an irritating suggestion. I'm so glad we get to keep the pleasant one. I mean, she is rather pleasant. These are clearly our Amorans. Why are you so quick to trust? Earlier today, I wasn't aware the undead were even real. Now we stand over their twice-slain corpses. Any enemy of that must be a friend of
I've
ours.
said my part.
It's not that simple.
Don't worry.
Their heritage alone does not necessitate our distrust. The fact that their royalty does. I would say the mercenary stays. We're about to rejoin the rest of the Delian army. She could be a spy. Have you seen her? She is a spy. Look at her. Standing right here, and while I'm flattered, I'm not a spy. Sorry, Lincoln, I think I'm with Irving on this one. Clearly there's something bigger going on here. Hardly seems smart to drop our only lead. Yes, an entire war is going on, and they're on the other side of it. She just plays one on TV. Kremvo, sometimes I want to hug you. Look at her respectfully, she can't be evil. I mean, a lot of Brooke's outfit is obviously like centered on like a very gaze drawing aspect, but I think the rest of her outfit is kind of cool. Like the little like throwing knives that she has like on the thigh, the fucking stupid like tie around her waist, the stupid butterfly thing. If you all feel this way, so be it. Yeah, because like the army's now a democracy, by the way, where like everyone, like fresh recruits get to vote. Like he's the never mind. You show nothing but good instinct so far. Thank you. Sarah, Samara, would be happy to have Brooke join us for the time being. You won't regret it. Handle that stone with care, it's more powerful than you think. Try not to let anyone know about what happened here. We don't know who could be listening. Hold up 1 second. Oh, there we go. What's going on? There we are. Chapter 6. Ironworth Striking. Now I remember, this was the point in the story where I kind of lost the plot. Like, we're part of an army. Yeah, I'm having the same complaints right now that I had back then. We're part of an army, right? Like, the king conscripted us. Our, like, officer in charge is supposed to conscript people and then join the main army with them. We're about to just, like, go off prancing in the desert. Even though we have no reason to do that. We are trained, or some of us are trained officers from an academy trained for war in a war. But no, let's go on this side quest, shall we? That's how the army works, by the way. Master, I must begin with a humble apology. I was unable to retrieve the aspect of Drakenweld.
I'm not surprised.
Stone is of little concern. Quite forgettable, actually. The foul kingdom is rife with them. But your failure to obey I find quite troubling. Has my judgment of character fallen so far in my isolation? This is another thing. It's not a failure to obey. He obeyed. It's his failure to succeed. Of course not, Master. There was a group of young warriors there, which we had not anticipated. Pitiful, really. They wanted to vanquish the bandits for the sake of a local backwater town.
Pathetic.
Pitiful indeed. Tell me then, how is it these pitiful youths bested you? I felt it unwise to reveal the full extent of my power over such a trivial matter. Trivial? Make no mistake, Akmenos. You only draw breath because you're useful to me. There are many ways to obtain the information I need. I was born of the eclipse. I have nothing but time. Why do bad guys always have such shitty organizational structures? You don't need to intimidate this guy. He already drank the Kool-Aid. Just go, yeah, shit sucks, move on. I understand. Do you? I could reduce you to dust and think nothing of it. You've been a plague on Terrazil for too long. Such wanton destruction is the folly of weaker men, but I will make an exception for one who treats my life's work as a triviality. Those young warriors may seem but vermin to you, but only a fool would discount enemies he has yet to defeat. I left a parting gift for the Master, an army of undead. It is unlikely they survived. Unlikely? Then have you failed even to see their deaths through to the end? Know this, we're not the only ones in search of the aspects. No one have us discovered so early. I was there when the dark magics were written. Do not recite the ancient magic to me. See to it that your basis assumption is correct. If their bodies are absent from the manor, I'll require more from you on this matter. Waste no more of my time. Of course, Master. 30 seconds ago, you said the stone was meaningless. Yeah. In Drakenweld Manor, the party finds much more than bandits after rescuing Sophia and Sloane. It's been 10 minutes, so of course we need a recap. They're attacked by a powerful necromancer who came under the less than believable guise of a search for a family heirloom. We believed him. What do you mean? Sarah, Brooke, and Samara, three mysterious women from Aramor, band with the party to defeat the undead. Insert what is banding jokes. Sarah and Samara set off to continue their search, leaving Brooke with the party. Much to Brooke's chagrin. Though Lincoln's sense of order and duty is conflicted by allowing this, there's more to this necromancer than they yet know. They head now for Sojourn, preparing to face the anger of King Varric. Like, no wonder we're losing this war, right? Like, if our entire army just, like, comes and goes as they pleases and goes on random fucking side quests as they want, like, no wonder we're not winning. Hey, Igor! You would vouch for him after you risked my troops against your orders? Yes. Lincoln is the most capable soldier I've had the privilege of commanding. You would have had good reason. This army isn't built like Carmon's Republic. I don't care how good his reasons were, whilst this crown sits on my head, orders are to be followed to the word. He's an asshole, but he's not wrong. If every officer followed weeks' old orders and refused to adapt to changing circumstances, Aramor would write us straight into a history book. Time and again, you stand your ground against my words. Do you know how many commanders have gone toe-to-toe with their liege and lived to speak of it? Well, usually the liege gets deposed when that happens. All of the competent ones, Your Highness.
Very well.
Exactly. I'm patient with you because I trust your brilliance. I'm not so sure this Lincoln merits the same respect. All he requests is that his group stays together. They'll have to prove it a benefit to me. I shall arrange a test for them. A path of redemption. Should they pass, they can keep their battle group. It's most generous, Your Highness, and also makes no sense. Don't lick the duck, Igor. You don't know where it's been. In your walls. Eating your food. That's where it's been. But you don't know that. If I catch wind of you giving them any kind of advantage, the headsman will not have such occasion to care for your brilliance as I. Understood, Your Highness. I wouldn't dream of it. I don't like Varric immediately. He's a warring king. I mean, yeah, right? All right. Units, units, units. Units, units, units. What are we doing? What are we doing, chat? So Sloan didn't hit 10, which is a bit of a disappointment. What is our... This is something that I don't know, but maybe you can tell me, Twitch chat. Do we have like an average squad size that we'll be dealing with for the rest of the game? Like, hey, you can only ever field on average, like some missions are 12, but like on average you have 10 units or something. Is there like a average squad size that we'll need to consider? Because last mission we just said everyone, right? Shoot pierce ammo at the BC till it stops moving? Yeah, basically. Always less than you want. Deozim, that is the truest answer. That is the single true answer. You're right. The reason I'm asking is because it would mean that we can start filtering, right? Like we can start filtering, okay, this unit is either like I don't like them or they're not good, therefore bench. Units that we're absolutely going to be developing so far. Lincoln, probably Sophia, definitely Garrick, definitely Alden, Irving, Sloan, Bianca. Those ones I'm settled on. We're definitely developing these. Brooke, Shia, I just don't like Elias, and Aaron is Aaron, I suppose. You have a maximum 14 heroes on battlefield. I don't remember that being lower count. There being lower count battlefields, okay. You have the CIA in the party? Yes. It has been 30 minutes since my power came back on. I think I might actually stay on this time. I wish you the best of luck in that. The best of luck. I mean, Marin's passive at least is good, right? So she's got that going for her. She does have that going for her. Does that actually make her good is a different question. I think it does, right? So we're keeping Marin as well. She's just not going to be a combat unit. Except other than healing, which would be quite ass. Oh yeah, she doesn't do anything else. She's just quote-unquote a healer. She's only a healer. Then we ask the question, what do we run on her for weapon? And the answer is mace? No, it's just a pickaxe, right? This has less weight and therefore more dodge. Is that all we care about? Is that all we care about? Because she's not going to be fighting. She's going to hold this thing defensively, right? You can tell that she hasn't been fighting. And ignore the fact that she died last map. Yeah. Okay, so we have a tier 2 token, actually. We do have a tier 2 token. The tier 2 could go to anyone. It could... We should really start with Sloan, right? Let's start with Sloan. We haven't had the chance to, like, fuck with this yet. So. Sloan. What's it gonna be? What's it gonna be? We're never going power. I don't think power is almost ever the answer, right? I want to say it's probably balance. Beam. Do we ever beam? We don't, right? Power could be the answer late game. I don't like power has too much weight is the problem, Graham. Like it's too much weight. On a character that has like an excessive speed stat, like what was that? The Aragon reference, Strider, right? Like they have a shit ton of speed. I can see how you could build power there because you're doubling people anyway. You don't give a shit anymore. Think of weight as like a resource, and most characters don't have that resource really. Oh yeah, what Flopper said. Striders love power weapons, but you didn't pick any. And we didn't pick any yet. But you beam when you still have a day of work before you? I don't get that one. Sorry, Neffy. Because they have weapon weight. Much better point. Much better point. You're right. If Force could be an option given the crit rates we were seeing. Force is an option. Like, I'm currently torn between finesse and balance. I'm torn between finesse and balance. Beaming isn't smiling, gotcha. I mean, I work from home, Neffy. I'm always happy, you know? I don't know, dude. Balance is the same often. It really is, isn't it? It really is. Let's just go balance. We have tier 1 tokens. The tier 2 token is the hard one to invest, right? Like, that's gonna be the difficult one. Let's ask the dumb question about Mr. Elias, shall we? Let's ask the question about Elias. Do we want to do anything with this man? I'm like really bad on the decision making today, chat. I'm very, very terrible on the decision making today. You know, as much as Bianca seems to be the go-in version of Adept, Elias seems to be the roadblock version of an Adept, right? Maybe that's the problem. Maybe I've been trying to use a block of stone as a bludgeoning instrument without having a handle attached to it. This metaphor did not work, but I didn't know where that sentence was going to go when I started it. You know what? I kind of want to try building him around this. I kind of want to try building him around that idea. So, in that case, the answer is never power. It's never finesse. Because we build like more like a trade bruiser kind of character, right? Like the balance spears usually, and the focus ones sometimes. Those are the two that I'm currently going between as well, Florpil. I'm tempted to go focus. He has decent speed stat to begin with, right? So we can take the weight. I do not care for the crit. And thus I would much rather have the crit stats be allocated to something else. I think I want to go focus. Here. Obviously, there is an element of, hey, what stat ups did the man get? Let's do that. Marin, we're absolutely just going balance. This is tier 1, right? Yeah. It is. Wait, 7 on there too? Yeah, that's heavy. That's very heavy. Very, very heavy. All's on missiles already. We'll have to figure out who's getting the 2. There's a good chance Garrick is getting the 2, by the way. But that also means that we're like feeding him way too much. Oh, Sophia. Sophia needs one. Sophia on Witch Hunter. Same logic applies, doesn't it? Same logic applies? No, it doesn't. It doesn't, because we're we're playing anti-mage, we're not playing roadblock, which means we go what, finesse? Yeah, I wouldn't mind that. Let's go finesse. Do we? So, hold on, let me think about this. We're not gaining any accuracy, but we are going into targets that quite frequently can't really hurt us back, which means missing a hit is less punishing because we're not taking half our health as punishment for it. So I think I can lean more into like the opportunistic like crit fishing playstyle there. Or would I rather go short bow? No, I'd rather go crossbow. I'd much rather go crossbow. Like, we're going into, like, an advantage matchup almost always with her, because if you send her into something else, she doesn't get hit back, or she sucks. One of the two things, right? So we can, like, pretty easily and safely go into crossbow. Give me that. I talked myself into it. That's never a good idea. I'm gonna leave Brooke where she is. I'm not convinced that Brooke is gonna stay with us much longer. And that's everyone at least on 1, right? Except for Brooke. Which we might as well. So last map, Bianca didn't do anything for us. Last map, Bianca didn't do anything. I kind of just want to build her. Because she really only sucked last map. In general, like, she's insane, right? Hichi! Good morning, Hichi! Good morning! Just woke up, setting my lurk in while I get the day started. Welcome on in. I hope you have a lovely day ahead of you. I myself haven't slept since yesterday, so I'm getting sleep in after stream. I'm gonna fucking crash the stream. Sleep has been awful. In my defense, well, this is really isn't in my defense, I'm just stupid. I just forgot to go to sleep. I, like, put it off yesterday and went like, oh, I'll do this later. And then, like, eventually I ended up on Discord talking to people, and then, like, all of the interesting people came online. And then, like, all of a sudden it was 2 p.m. and, oops. Whoops. Lots of passive stress. Oh, I'm so sorry. If there's anything I can do, let me know, okay? If there's anything I can help with, let me know. I know you've been having it pretty rough recently. Stay strong. You got this. You got this. I believe in you. Here's... You know what? I'm actually going to do something dumb. I don't know whether this is dumb. Give me this. Give me this. Oh. Oh, this is still a tier 1 token. Oh. Oh! We're gonna need to go buy some tokens. Chopper. Tokens. I was not aware. Oh. I was not aware these were tier 1 tokens. Oops. Oops in fucking deed. There we go. Down. Mr. Irving. Let's go spend some tier 1 tokens, shall we? Garrick. Soph. And last but not least, Lincoln, and then we're out. done a lot already. I don't feel like I've done shit, but absolutely. Absolutely. Thank you. You are, as always, too kind. You are, as always, too kind. All right. This is something that eventually I have to go through. I'm going to go on a quick rant. This isn't something that specifically relates to this game. I'm going to go on a quick rant. This is something I've never been too fond of in Fire Emblem games either. I dislike these Bond menus. Not because I dislike the Bond stories, but I really do not like character stories being delivered at this pacing. Why? Because right now, I can tell you that even though I might be interested in some of the characters, I don't want to be sitting here like going through all of this until the exclamation mark is gone. I always felt like having these Bond episodes as like side stuff you can access whenever they pop up has been horrible for pacing. And the same is true in Fire Emblem, right? Fire Emblem has exactly the same problem. And you might have noticed that, like, until now, we haven't done any of these yet. We have not done any of these. Because I don't think there's ever a point when in the story I want to go from the normal story flow to, well, now we take 3 hours doing this. It's not made better by the obvious fact that when streaming, you're reading all of these out loud, which means eventually your voice is going to go to hell. But I think what we're going to do is, when we finish the next mission, when we get back to camp after the next mission, we're going to set to going through these. At least in a large part. These ones give no stats, at least. I have no idea how the bond system works, Flopral. I don't know whether it does anything. Like, we don't have assists and the like, right? I have no idea. Oh yeah, scrolled past Sloan again and got distracted. This is a fucking picture for the ages. What? Sorry? Huh? Anyway. After the next mission, like, we'll set out to, like, go through these. Or if it's too much info, it is not Flopal. That was perfectly fine. Thank you. I appreciate that. Let's go manage inventory real quick. We have... Oh, yeah, we have our little stones now, right? Let's convoy these stones. And then let's refresh some things. There's the permanent... Oh, I forgot to eat the fucking egg. Of course I forgot to eat the fucking egg. Bite the meatball. There's the stupid steak still. Tubers, tubers, tubers. Tubers everywhere. Permanent +2 luck. I think I'm pretty firm on the fact that we're just going to keep all stat items until I have a better idea of what I'm doing. Oh wait, that's stupid. There we go. Much better. We're kind of just filling up with really, like, anything. There's no real rhyme or reason for equipping one or the other right now. There should be, obviously. Taco, thank you for the hydrate. Hold up. Thank you. Onward. I find myself bearing ill news to you more often than I would like. No, more often than I would like, friends. Good to see you regardless. How bad is it? Well, the king no longer wants you dead. You can thank me for that later. We were protecting his own subjects. Why would he want us dead? Your orders were to return to Sojourn immediately. If the king were any more lenient with order breaking, he'd have a squabbling flock instead of an army. And yet we're going to do that again. Lincoln can thank you later. I'll thank you now. I'm sure it isn't pleasant standing up to Varric. Much appreciated. All sounds like good news so far to me. What's the catch? I relayed your request to remain together as a group. He wants to test you first.
Come on.
We just cleared out the biggest bandit stronghold in the last century. Twice! And he wants us to prove ourselves. Also, why are you conscripted?
How is this fair?
I must agree with Sloan. This seems rather ridiculous. Look, standing around lamenting life's unfairness won't save your battle group. Varric's word is law. What's this test then? You'll travel east to the old mustering grounds near Sunborough. some deserters are holed up in the Colosseum there. They've amassed a considerable force and have been a constant thorn in the king's side. We're to take up arms against our own people. It's certainly not the most glorious work, but I suspect that's why Varric deems it a fitting test for deviant soldiers. I never thought we'd be fighting other Delians. Why do you look so excited about this? Alden when there's war crimes to commit. Sparkles. Like, you can see how his soul escapes his body and just leaves the devil child behind. That's what all the sparkling around the staff is. They've taken to waylaying travelers on the road. They're nothing short of bandits now. They disgrace the Delian armor they wear. Troubling as it is, sounds like we've narrowly avoided anything worse thanks to you. You have my thanks yet again, Commander. Of course, old friend, anytime. Oh, I remember this map. This is a fun-looking map. As a little girl, I used to wonder what it would be like to fight in an arena. Guess I'll finally get my chance. As far as I understand, there are actually quite a number of rules governing honorable gladiatorial combat. I doubt we'll see any such rules observed here. I've yet to encounter brigands with a taste for honor. However, I see a redhead with an axe. Hi. What? Hi. What? Huh? Hail, travelers! We're spotted. Look alive. You've nothing to fear. Come to join our cause. Your cause? Do tell under what banner do you assail traders on the road? The banner of peace. And those were no mere traders. Those caravans brought machines of war against the good people of Aramor. And what of our good people? Would they fall victim to Aramor's machines of war? They wouldn't if they'd join us in laying down our arms. Seems you'll not have that chance just yet.
Time for a beatdown.
God damn it. I love her. As you'd have it. To arms, people! The king's men have returned. Drive them back! Well, she's nice. Right? Anyway. So... let's go have a look at map prep. What do we have? We have a tier 2 token. Love that. Don't have to pay for it. There she is with a tier 1 token. The group of Delian deserters will never give up. Defeat them all. Alright? So we're just being timed on this. That's a lot of mage scum. That's a lot of tanky mage scum. Okay. So right side feels like a... that's definitely a Sophia job, right? What do we have on left side? There's like what? A handful of mages here? Never mind, there is a handful of mages. You know what we could do? We could Sophia over here. What's the power on you? 24. Defense 6, by the way. If we attack this... and get Sophia here, we might be able to bait these idiots to come around and just, like, kill them here. That might be a thing. We can also Garrick over yonder. Well, we can take this position. And just start laying in here while we're relatively safe. I have to worry about this guy, but that's what a front line is for, right? That's specifically what Lincoln is going to be for. These guys are bad on plate. Yeah, bad on plate. They are slash. Oh, not that bad on plate. Mina is looking mighty fine. Who's Mina? Alexa? Who's Mina? Is there a Mina? If this game had one thing going for it, it's ticking all Cares boxes. It's not Unicorn Overlord quite yet. Fucking hell, UO was a brutal game to get through. My god. You can't make that many hot characters and put them into one video game. Like, it's not ethical. Like, you shouldn't do that, right? Like, you clearly fucking should not. There is nothing much for Sloane to kill over here, is there? Is there much for her to kill here? Well, this guy. So we're sending both of the adepts over yonder. You still need to play UO. UO gets, like, all of the recommendations from me. All of them. Man, did I fucking love Unicorn Overlord. This group of Delian deserters will never give up. Defeat them all. I believe you said so already. Oh, we only have range 1. So, give me... Yeah, look at that. What's our defense on Garrick? I keep forgetting. Def 10. We can take this hit. Sir? Please. Thank you. Get him. Didn't get him, but we started. How is this one looking? This is the one I'm concerned about. What's your range? You are not that fast. What's this one? We take 10 here. I'm okay with taking 10. I'm okay with taking 5 too. 7% hit chance? We'll take this any day. The next Switch game I take 6 months to clear by only playing on work break after finishing Brothership in 4 months. It's not a way to play video games. That is not a bad way to play video games, if you ask me. Bonk. Not ethical, but not against the law. Otherwise, I know plenty of garages that would be gone. I mean, let's not go there, shall we? Does this do something for anyone? 25 damage. 13. I think that's takeable, right? Like, that's inherently takeable. And then we get to... Oh. Beautiful. You can still reach there. You could theoretically still reach there, but technically we just get to Sloan this now. The problem with Sloan is obviously we have an archer sitting there.
Oh, all right.
But she should just flat out live that.
Oh, you shouldn't have.
Cool, cool, cool. So how do they get to her? We can post someone here. We kind of want to post someone here. I would like to prevent them from going around. So now it's just an archer that can get to her. And potentially a battle mage with 13 versus Fortitude 14. Yeah, good luck with that, idiot. We start removing. We just start removing. Yep. When you got 61 HP, more than takeable. Entirely correct. Entirely correct. So, I'm kind of interested in skirmishing over here. What do we have? Power 16? Power 14? Toughness, Fortitude 14? If we sit here... Oh, that's stupid. If we sit here... We provoke 2 mages. But we provoke nothing. At least as far as Sophia is concerned, that's nothing. We can... Or 9... Let the mage come in.
I'm on it.
We get the 2 adepts to, like, fall into that afterwards. We sent Marin there to... Do we send Marin in there for anything? We keep Marin here because I haven't yet decided whether we need more backup on the group that's actually brawling or on the group that's about to style on some morons. Actually, I'm really overconfident on the right flank. We have nothing against anyone in there except the mages. 2 damage. Silencing shot. Ah, never mind. Okay, we got everything. I wasn't aware that everything would be coming at me all at once. This is now about to be a problem. That is stylish, not gonna lie. And that is foolish. Shank shank. Brook no give a shit.
It's easier if you hold still.
Poke, 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 poke. Those are very loud pokes. And that's a cool dodge. And that's another cool dodge. We might just try to keep this a wall. Because this is a lot. Like, looking at this is a lot. Right? Also, that is a lie. Here's the updated version. Maybe we ignore these people and just, like, try to deal with this cluster for a second. Can we do that? The answer is not really, right? What is this looking like? This is looking like death by aggression. However,
Can do.
hey chat, did you sacrifice to RNGesus today? Did you? Because I haven't yet, and now I'm worried. There is a world where we just sit here. These guys have 2 range. These have 2 range, these have 2 range. There's like 6 2 range guys and then the melees. There's 8 2 range guys and they're all coming in at me at once. And there's no good opportunity to take on any of these fights, right? And I just don't like that. So we detach from left. We move again if I remember last map correctly. Correct, Graham. Correct. Oh, there goes Sloan. Alright. The Sloan question. The Sloan question. What the fuck do we do with wifey? I didn't say that out loud. What do we do? I have a boring idea. I have a very boring idea. Called Magician. Let's try it, though. This is a really good one. Battle Mage? No, we're never going Battle Mage on her. There's almost no world in which that's true. I think we're much more in like weirdly enough, Conjurer is definitely a fucking idea. Like Conjurer is definitely an idea, right? What if we go Conjurer? Okay, let me like talk through my ideas here. I know like we're taking a long time on these level up thingies, but they're permanent, so. Thought process right now. What are we using Sloan for? We're using Sloan as plate removal, which like any of these do plate removal. You just need to be a mage for that shit, right? But we've also been using her to like aggress into other mages so far. That's a lot of decks. I'm down for Magician. So, I don't want to call this a dodge tank. Don't get me wrong. Like, I'm not going to call this a dodge tank, but I'm not going to not call it a dodge tank either. Conjurer, on the other hand, gives us lifesteal. And I think I can take the lifesteal. We don't really have the HP for it, which is a bit of a letdown. But what if? Conjurer's gimmick is that you add some of your HP to your damage with a chance and that you lifesteal. That's its gimmick. I'm kind of down for the lifesteal. How's the speed looking in those? Oh, never mind. Never mind. We're going Magician. 70% speed. 70% speed. Fuck it. We're going Mag. Is that a good idea? I don't know. It feels like a good idea. It also feels like we cannot bait these dudes without getting murdered by these. These are power 19. We are defense 5. I would like to point out.
Thought you'd never ask. This should be fun.
In position.
Defense 8. Fuck. We can take a couple hits on Elias, but like I want to fall back on all of these, really. That didn't do anything. Obviously. Like, maybe get some spread hits in and, like, live that way. Kill this man. If we remove this line, we can repurpose everyone to just go tank.
Quickly and quietly.
Which feels like what we're supposed to do. Oh, that does nothing. Oh, that does a lot.
It's all in the execution.
Guys down. Okay, cool. That's the 24 power warbow that we now no longer need to worry about. Thank you, Brooke.
How did you do that?
Make many minions sounds like a plan. Yo, can we? Can I play that?
What would it be?
Like, are you just you're just a plate fucker. Ugh. Me no like. We need to stay away from all of this. I need to also get away from this guy, ideally, right? And this is a safe spot. We can move here. Hit it? I mean, we're on 61 health, for Christ's sake. 4 is still bad, but not that bad. And then...
Are you sure?
Awful, but in a way that is manageable somehow. Now we're left with... Do we kill this guy? Or do we try and do something more? Oh, we can't do anything about this guy, never mind. Kill this guy, keep right keep posture on right. Alright. There's only one tile that can reach that. We have a fort of 4, and I don't want to take 12. Do I want to take 12? I feel like I want to take 12. I feel like I'm taking 12 on Marin. This is gonna suck. Like, wildly. There's so much crashing into us. Never mind, those two are aggroed. I'm taking 17. Never mind, I can't do math. Full beam. Otter. And now, the hard part. Will this go right? Level 2.
By your grace, Fane.
Absolutely. Fane? Oh. They're going straight left. Oh. Uh-oh. Thank God. Every dodge is valuable right now, especially like ones that dodge 10. Okay, so we have a huge problem now. The huge problem we're facing is that all of this can pick its targets against us. They can all pick whatever fucking target they want, and they can all double and triple and quadruple and quintuple into whatever unit they want and just kill them. And I don't see us getting out of that. What do we do? What do we do in that regard? We could try to dodge tank our way through this. We'd have to specifically feed them units that are good at that. And then rely on some decent rolls. We definitely have to go to different spears, so we can't even stay here. No, Elias is probably a bit too, you know, for that. Let's take this guy out. This guy always has to go. So does the guy behind him, and I think the only way we're getting rid of him is like this.
Would hate to be you right now.
Absolute overkill.
Was that really necessary?
No, it really wasn't. But finally, someone's asking. So, What's this guy gonna do? This guy is gonna power 13 into... No, not that. He's going to try to kill Irving together with his two buddies. Like, that's really the target, right? No one else here, like, is susceptible to this.
I guess.
I'm tempted to run Shia into this and see what happens. Like, what are they gonna do? Try and hit her? Fucking unlikely, right? No matter what happens, we're about to roll a shit ton of 4-up saves.
Quickly and quietly.
Disarm there doesn't do anything, right? Like, Alden doesn't kill this, I reckon. Well, Alden almost killed this. What are you on? 17 into Fort 2. What if the play here is Alden into this? And then kind of get out of range of, like, a multitude of them. Like, if all 4 of these mages go into Irving, then, like, that's a dead Irving, right? Uh-oh. That wasn't great. Uh-oh.
You won't be missed.
Oh, that makes up for it. Okay. Brooke makes up for it. That's okay. Woo, 17%er. Going to roll some dice, see where they lie. That's exactly what we're about to do. And, like, don't get me wrong, I'm not happy about it.
Right away.
I am not happy about it. I like to be a bit more in control of what I do normally. But I do not have that luxury right now. Marin also needs to, like, super fucking disengage. Because Marin is just dead. To any of this Archer bullshit. The one really weak link is Elias, right? He's like the really weak link here. They have decent hit chance against him. They don't really do a lot of damage, but I don't know how the mages fare. Hold up, let's see what the mages are. Like 6, we do 0. And then you guys are 19, 19, 19 into, that's 8. Like, all of these, like, comboing is obviously just death. How do we prevent that? We could put him here. We put him here, we put Lincoln there. We wall Marin out. I don't super hate that. But I'd also rather prefer to get attacks in so that we can get rid of some idiots over time. That way we get to off-turn this guy. Like, does that mean I commit to exactly this move? Ew, right? Like, that shit's icky. What if we just chill here?
Lead the way.
What if we just chill here? Just keep the block up. This is a disaster, by the way. This is an absolute disaster. Alright. Alright, Twitch chat. Let's watch this come crashing down. You ever seen a tsunami? Here it is. Okay, good start. Didn't go into the squish. Wonderful. Beautiful. That shit's free.
Fine by me.
No. Not fine at all. Please stop that, lady. Beautiful. That's a 3%er. That is 1 damage. They did find their way into the Archer. However, the Archer's on 41 health, so Soph's got this shit. Soph has this shit slightly less than before. Is Shia still best character? I mean, Shia is a mood, but as far as, like, her performance is concerned, probably
Short
never
skills,
has been.
Full pockets.
Yeah? Great. Yeah, I can't die. Never mind, she's earning, like, everything right now. So Shia just tanked all of this. Holy Mother of Christ. Holy shit. The only attack we ate was on the fucking witch hunter. Ha! Funny.
Quickly and
Very
quietly.
funny. Can't really hurt that at all, can we? Get him. That really didn't get him. So that's one turn. We have to live through another turn of this shit.
Sure?
This isn't going all that... Alden can tank this. That is nice to see. That is 18 damage. 18 fucking damage we're about to eat there. Hey, let's go. Crit here doesn't matter, unfortunately. We need to crit both. Give me a how fucked am I? Double tens. I can accept that. I can accept taking double tens. I would like... Yeah, that's good enough. Like, missing this one is actually really critical. Missing this one sucks a lot.
My sword grows lighter with every swing.
Ugh. That because you keep breaking it? Alright, next things to worry about. Not much, honestly. We kill this man. Rumple. I don't quite know... Oh, this is the...
All
You.
yours.
You have range, you say. Let's
Oh, all
not
right.
be in melee. So, these guys do what? 19 to Sloan? Did I see that correctly? 19.
Oh, all right.
Mildly scary? Mildly
I've been
fucking
saving
scary.
this just for you.
Okay. Oh, just autotomize? Can't be any faster. God damn it. I get that reference. Please crit.
It's
Thank
rude
Christ.
to
Okay.
stare.
Okay. Never mind, Shia is carrying this map. Oh, you're right, Graham. Spear Girl did take 1 damage. It's just that she doesn't give a shit about that. We're probably just gonna lock both of
In
these down.
position. Oh, no, you don't.
I'm just gonna chain both of them. Because what are they gonna do, right? Theoretically, we don't even have to do this. Who is getting to Marin? Who is it that can, like, walk all these tiles? It's just this guy, right?
Thought you'd never ask.
You, stop being that good. I see. To be honest, 23%er?
Would hate to be you right now.
Love that shit. Okay.
Proudly meeting expectations.
That's more than fine. And then... Well, how do we take this? Originally, I wanted to just sit here. But if we do that... That's gonna suck. Cool. And now we should be
I
free.
feel stronger. Do I look stronger?
Ooh. Lady. We even get to actually heal with Marin for once. Nifty. Alright. This is a non-threat. You're a non-issue. These are going to hurt, potentially. But we braved that. Wonderful. It turns out Chia dodging like 7 times in a row does something. It doth change the board state, doesn't it? Okay. Beauty. Again. Wonderful. And both my adepts both need to level, right? Like, both of them are behind on XP. We need to feed them. The adepts are hungry. And there is another one. He just does not lose. Oh, let's go feed the adepts. How do we feed the adepts? We feed the adepts by prepping these for kills. We can warball this. That's basically a level up. Hit him. And there is our level. There's our level 10. So, here's the question. This is the first time we get to look at adepts, right? We haven't leveled any other adepts. Our options are Gale. Spear fighters to draw power from wind magic to strike swiftly. Oh, why is my... Oh, sorry, OBS. Storm Strike, 50% chance to deal 30% more damage. And Swift Wind, 10% chance to hit again. I don't like this RNG shit. At all, but we'll get there. Blaze. Disciples of Flame who master the Inferno ignited by their blood. 33% chance to deal 60% more damage. Or kills grant, kills grant +4 power. Huh. I mean, that's kind of cool, right? Not still where they both have magic and strength. Yeah. Surge. Powerful Storm Riders use lightning and wind to devastating effects. We have Eye of the Storm. 35% chance to guarantee a hit and increase crit by 25%. Kind of sick. And Fettering Winds. Chain range +2. A chain, by the way, I like a lot more. And then we have a Reverie. Someone played Burning Crusade and picked up one of the stupid crystal hammers from it. Adepts who have learned to access the power of the astral plane. Dream Eater healed for 20% of damage done. And Dream Walker attacks ignore 20% of enemy fortitude or defense. Lowercase attacks, obviously. Uppercase attacks were not on sale anymore. The Reverie option is my favorite aesthetics-wise. Here's the thing. I dislike the way this looks intensely. But I do like Dream Eater. I do like lifesteal on units. I also like there's the abs part of it all. That's kind of cool, right? But that's kind of it. Legit, I think we're going Gale. So Blaze and Surge don't feel like they're made for her. We do have like a very respectable magic stat, right? But do I want to do like mage shit on her? Probably not. I really like this play at the moment. Like, I'm down for Reverie. I'm kind of down for Reverie. But I think what I want to do is play her more like an initiation kind of character. 80% speed is crazy. We're compensated for the luck drop. We get reduced magic, which is fine. We don't need it. Reduced strength. 80% dex. Like, we're just dodge tanking, right? What's her speed? Fucking 13 or some dumb shit like this. Like, she zoom. She does zoom. So, we can kind of think of both our adepts right now, right? If I want to build Elias the way that I think he's supposed to be built, which is a bit more chunky, then Elias is going Reverie. Right? Elias is almost like guaranteed going Reverie. I think we're playing her more like a character that is really advantaged in trade positions. So, yeah, what Trip you're saying, like Gale is like a rogue / duelist type in terms of fighting style. They just dodge everything. That's kind of what I want to do with her, right? It's also already the way that we play her. I obviously don't know where this is going, but this is a lot of RNG. I'm going into Gale. It also helps that I just flat out like her in that role. Oh, there's Stormstrike. Don't crit. Thank you. Sorry.
Wrong day to play hero.
Give them no quarter.
Did we just hit them thrice? I think we just hit them thrice. So, problem, Elias needs to level, right?
Disposal.
Elias needs levels. He needs 2 levels this map. I would really like to get them
You're
this map.
just another cur.
Her, by the way, one of my favorite words in the English language. Directly after ill.
One step at a time.
Ooh. You know what? I'll take that at defense level. I like it. Elias is so easily underleveled. Yeah, I've been neglecting him on account of he did terribly in old playthrough, like in the first playthrough. And like he's dealing with the scars of that instead of dealing with the actual possibilities of what he could be doing right now. Oh, that's on me, right? Who else are we feeding levels to? Alden could take some. He's obviously not going to do anything here, but we need to start walling these idiots out before they hurt someone that we can't replace.
Coming in hot.
Yeah, kiddo, get him. Absolutely. More power to ya.
I've got a lot to learn.
Yeah, it's an Elden level up, isn't it? Minimum 4. Can't have less. This I'll also always take. On the stat growth that was awful in the last playthrough. Maybe, that's kind of the issue, right? With Fire Emblem games, I've played way too many Fire Emblem games. I have a pretty good grasp on when a character's getting stat screwed and when, like, they're just a bad character, right? With this, even though we're obviously very Flemblem, I am missing that framework. I'm missing, like, the frame of reference of saying, hey, this is just bad RNG over, hey, this character just sucks. I don't have that. I don't know how to establish it. Flemblem, Fire Emblem. Don't ask where the first L comes from. Doesn't matter. In all of my years of me using that, by the way, Crabber, you're the first to ask. How do you know when to stop? Flemblem, no, you get it. Like, no, you understand. You understand, Crembo, exactly. So I stop after the first lem because I know that, well, the second lem really, because otherwise it gets annoying. But the origin of Flemblem is a 4-hour, very lively conversation between 4 people talking about Fire Emblem while being absolutely fucking wasted. And us being unable to pronounce Fire Emblem. It was just easier to just like, that's why. That is why. You know what? This isn't gonna do anything ever.
Pathetic.
Now there's this, right? We still get our shit kicked in? No, we're not. Cool. Sounds like a good time. It was. It was time well spent with good friends. It was a good time. It is also ancient times. It was a while ago. But that's why it's Flemblem. Wonderful, you dodged twice. Find it hard to complain. We're basically routing everyone over to the left now. On account of... we can? Maybe he isn't getting those kills. Maybe he's getting his kills over there. You know?
What'll it be?
Ia over. Bianca over. I have every faith in Bianca being able to take, like, that side of the map by herself now. So, I'm not worried. Let's
Awaiting
go
orders.
position like thus.
Rally to me.
Get some heals out.
Let's do it.
And then you two, like, take this man apart, please.
Too easy.
Oh. You won. Please take this man apart. Alden's got this. Wonderful. We can send Sloan over 1 turn early. The movement sound effect keeps making me think I'm getting messages from your game. Wait, really? Oh. Is it this? The unit selection sound? Yeah, okay. No, I get it. I get it. I get it. Sorry about that. You know, Chaco, I hadn't realized how, like, uncannily close this is until you just mentioned it. I had not made that connection yet.
Die.
Man, I love her. There's something about going giggly and then just going die that, like, does things to me.
At your disposal.
It certainly does things to me. Should it do things to me? No, absolutely not. I should probably be a more grounded human. Unfortunately, I am not. It's the Snapchat message sound effect. I've never had Snapchat, nor ever had a desire to, on account of I'm too old for this shit. So that's not the connection that I was making.
Back in action.
But I can believe you when you say that.
Right away.
These are mutually exclusive to one another, right? They could be mutually exclusive if you want to.
All yours.
Kind of want to send the mages
I'll take
first.
point.
Here we can make like a pretty chill wall. The wall is
Quickly and
basically
quietly.
both of the rogue girls, plus this Bianca. But I would like to take these after we kill that, simply because all of it is range and it will just get trafficked, right? Looks manly with that class. Like, that's because the bodies are like mostly designed androgynous, which is something that I didn't like about the design in the first place. Then meh. Marin.
When you're ready, follow me.
Go. Okay, how do we start this? So we have one tile we can engage with. This tile. Elias?
You're just another cur.
Soulfire crit. Good. Starlaker! Hello, Starlaker. Hello, everyone.
Nice to see you on
Welcome
your
on
feet.
in. How was your stream? How are you doing? Tell me all about it. Welcome to a second try at... Why don't we just... Why don't I just... Hold up, we sent the horse over there. Fusion Forgetfulness, what were you up to? Fusion always makes me think like Pokemon Fusion, obviously. It looked very Fire Emblem Advanced. This is very Fire Emblem. Dark Deity 1, well, Dark Deity 2 as well, but that one's not out yet, is very unapologetically Flemdom. Absolutely. Not much of importance was accomplished. Has anything of importance ever been accomplished on a stream? None of my streams have ever achieved anything of importance. I wasn't aware that I needed to. Was that the goal? Is that what I've been doing wrong all these years? Wait, shit! Now I feel like a waste of space. Oh no, wait, that's just a normal day.
Huh?
I really just want to set Sophia here and try to bait these idiots that way.
Turn.
But we can use this turn to not do... That's 11 damage.
Oh, all right.
Okay, we take these this turn, and then next turn we have got the mages coming in. Quit? Fine. Fine, you don't have to. Oh, why didn't I Bianca first? Let's
In
go Bianca second. Here you go. Oh, the Swift Wind Strike was the double up. That's what it is. And now we're getting the triple. Oh my god, she destroys things. Oh my, I just understood the implications of this. Oh. 8 fort on, what's the power? 10? Okay, who gives a shit? We're taking these. Cassette Beast! Oh, hell yeah, Cassette Beast. That's a hella good game style. Like, it has a fusion function as part of combat. And the character wanted to do a specific fusion. I ran up and got upset at him for not accepting my quest completion until I realized I never did the fusion proper. I fucking loved Cassette Beast. That was such a fun game. Unfortunately, my playthrough of Cassette Beast will forever be a bit marred
At least you'll die on
by...
your feet.
Thank you for the shout-out, Martin. Thank you, Siren. Appreciate it. Will forever be marked by the fact that at launch, Cassette Beast had major balance problems. And I'm a little gremlin that can't control himself, so if you give me broken shit, I will use the broken shit. There is a passive in the game that says, hey, I don't know whether it still exists. I know they now changed it. It says when you start a turn or something, or when you start combat, you have X% chance to use a random move that you can have for free. And it turns out you could just learn that move a couple of times and then learn one big endgame fucking move that just costs everything. And then at the start of combat, it's just that move triggers like 6 times and everything dies. So that's what we did. A lot. And I would lie if I said that it made the game more enjoyable. In fact, it largely ruined the experience when it came to combat balancing. 20? Oh! Hello, Hubris, my old friend. I've come to eat shit yet again. Oh! Crunchy! Oh! Very crunchy. I don't like it. Never thought of stacking stickers like this. I don't think you can anymore, Stalika. I didn't super follow Cassette Beast after we were done with the playthrough. I liked the game well enough, but I don't really like keep up with most games that I play. But I remember hearing that there was like some sort of balance adjustment for that, because you could just have the same stickers over and over, no matter how crunchy it is. But I like when the roof of my mouth bleeds. You know what? I enjoy that this is equal opportunity ab played. That's a cool thing. This could have easily been like a full plate on dudes and like the abs plus like chest armor for females. No, this is the one spot where it's good that it's equal opportunity, everyone. Give me the reverie. Give it to me. We got a full of that. Oh, and we also now... Oh, we do things now. We do things now. Dog! I forgot that's the attack animation.
You're just another cur.
Dog! Hell yeah, Elias, let's go. Given that Elias has a magic stat, do you make him magic or go with the bulky hammer plan? That's a good question.
Let's do it.
I don't have an answer yet. Give me a bit. I'll figure an answer out within the next 5 to 10 business years. Doth is this does kill. Okay. Parrot Fury. Love that. Love that, love that, love that. Okay. We can zone everything out. We're fine. I don't need to worry about Brooke getting pasted. And we're not getting the Marin level ups that I really wanted. Well, we could. Hold up. We could get like a Marin level up. Hello. There we go. She's getting there.
Work is paying off.
Bless your heart. Bless your heart. Developers? Oh no! Hey, hope you're doing well. Hope you're having a lovely, whatever currently time of day it is. Thanks for playing Dark Day. Thank you very much for dropping in. Really, really appreciate that. This is my second attempt at it. My first one was at launch, and now with DD2 coming up, I have to play it, right? It's been a while since many years ago. One thing that I always wanted to do was, hey, there's a new game coming out. Let's play the games before it in succession in preparation. And that was something that I never was super committed to. But with DD2 coming out, I wanna buy it. I really wanna. Game is pretty flawed. It was my first game, but DD2 is an improvement in like every way. I'm gonna be honest about this. I bounced off of DD1 like on launch really badly. Right? We made it to chapter 9, and I think seeing that I do enjoy the game now, I can like kind of openly say that I've just had a chip on my shoulder for whatever unrelated reasons. Probably just had a bad day at work, let's be honest. Who fucking knows? And I bounced off of it really hard at that point. I was like, okay, you know, it's okay, but I don't need to play more of it. Now that we're doing the second attempt at it, like I'm enjoying this a lot more, taking it for what it is. I will say I played a very brief amount of the DD2 demo. I played the first mission and not more than that. And God, does it feel good. Like, not even just compared to DD1. Like the overall like handling of map, the overall like handling of units feels really fluid in a good way. I don't know how to describe this. I'm lacking like industry terms for it. And that was the moment that we decided, okay, like, this demo looks sick, I'm not playing more of it, we're playing DD1 to get the story, because there is an Alden there. The child lived. Great. So I have to. Yeah, what I played of the demo for 2 felt like a gigantic fucking improvement, right? This has much less jank in the controls than DD1 by far. Control-wise, when we're talking turn-based tactics game, is always weird, right? Because we're not really talking about, like, fluidity of movement. We're not really talking about, like, oftentimes we're not even talking about character animations. What we're talking about is how do you interact with the UI? Because really in, like, our little niche of turn-based tactics stuff, that's what you do most of the time, right? You, like, click on menus and you, like, go through drop-downs. How does that feel? And it's a different thing from trying to wrangle with the controls of, like, an open-world action game, right? Yeah, how do you move the anime chess piece around? Exactly, like, how do I move my bishop that can cast Fireball? So, I always find it hard to talk about, like, how the game feels to interact with, because it's such a different element. A game that we just finished is Eternal Strands, a Fable meets Shadow of the Colossus kind of thing. And one of the recent patches in Eternal Strands is that they changed how the main character that you control moves. They gave her a bit more movement speed, they changed her turn rate, the weight that she has behind her, in order to accommodate player feedback a lot. And from that patch on, like, I didn't mind that movement, but you can tell that patch changed a bunch, and Bryn, the main character in that game, moves a lot more smoothly, and it feels a lot more responsive. Stuff like this is not something that we usually deal with in turn-based tactics, even though it's a huge amount of other game space that so many other video games, the majority of other video games, interact with. So, it's weird to talk about that. How was Eternal Strands? I've been meaning to try it since it's on Game Pass. Eternal Strands is wonderful. For people that go into it expecting Monster Hunter, I think they'll be disappointed. It is a story-focused experience. I love the visual presentation. I think the game looks gorgeous in every aspect. The voice acting cast ranges from good to insane, which helps the game tremendously. The exploration is fine. I think some of the maps are a bit underserved. The combat is basic, but certainly bloody serviceable. And the thing that I will hold the most in its favor is that it goes out of its way to respect your time. Eternal Strands has a crafting system in which you are asked, hey, I want to make this greatsword. I need 6 ore, 2 hide, 3 cloth, and then you pick what ore and cloth you put in, which not only changes the look of the item, that's nifty, but also changes its stats. with this usually comes the player fear of, what if I find a better greatsword in 2 minutes from now and I waste my resources? What if I use the really rare boss resources that I've gotten to make a good item and then I find a better one? Eternal Strands lets you reforge every item, and that means you can take the rare stuff that you just used out of it, give it some basic resources that you drown in, and then you have the full 100% refunded rare resources again. The game has an understanding that you're going to do the boss fights often enough already that it does not clamor for your time and attention to fight them 10 more times. It just gives you the resources back and lets you put them into another weapon. All the weapons are side grades anyway. It does a pretty good job at like side grading you through it. But it completely negates the fear of overinvestment aspect by just saying, hey, I got you. You've killed this boss 5 times. You have X amount of fire linen, whatever, right? You don't want it on this weapon anymore. Fine, take it out. 100% of it you can get refunded at any point. Put it into a weapon of your choice. That is such a huge fucking deal. And I'll be honest, we clocked in the game at about like 25 to 30 hours. 30 hours? Hold on, let me not bloody lie. For once, let the duck not lie. Right? Eater. We clocked it in about 25 hours. Had they not done this, had they kept like a farm system a la Monster Hunter in, they could have gotten 35 hours out of every player easily. Like, add another 10 hours for grinding. Which obviously, for like games, more player playtime, whatever, right? However, that wouldn't have been like quality hours. That's pretty cheap. That's pretty cheaply gained.
Yield now or die.
God, I love this woman. How are you the best thing since sliced bread? We haven't even seen sliced bread. Okay, and then Stormstrike didn't proc, but still. I might be biased. But yeah, no, Eternal Strands gets like a huge recommendation for various reasons. But the only caveat is, don't expect Monster Hunter. It's Fable meets Shadow of the Colossus with the plot of Doom. You're a lawyer, are you sure you're not lying? I'm not in court right now. Wait, I don't lie in court either. What do you mean? Are you questioning my professional reputation? Young lady? How dare? Actually, I'm insulted. Weapon resource FOMO is huge right now. That sounds like a really good solution. It's a wonderful solution. It makes you work for it still. Like, you're not being given shit for free, but...
Sorry in advance.
Eric. Friend.
Give them no quarter.
You don't need to show off like this. Next time, do it on a full health unit. Thank you. And, slow.
Die.
The same goes for you, lady!
Be careful. I won't lose you.
The disadvantages of building crit on people. They always crit when they least need you. Eternal Strands plot reminded me a lot of Earth Dawn, but I'm a weirdo. I don't want to talk about the plot like too much, especially because games on Game Pass. Pick the bloody thing up, right? Game Pass continues to be the gift that keeps on giving. I run most things on Steam because I like a stupid Steam library. And I like accruing needless shiny accolades. I am weird like that. But the pure value proposition of Game Pass is insane, right? Critting enemies at 1 health would never not be a classic. Exactly. The amount of crits where you just go, nice, doesn't matter. Insane. Insane. But that's always been the problem of, like, Flemblems, right? Like, Fire Emblem style combat has always had that issue. Huge proponent of Game Pass. Exactly. Like, I don't know how the dev side of it looks. Obviously, like, I'm very much exactly just the consumer. And nothing much else. Shia, if you could just, like, not get hit, that would be nice. Never mind, this is 0. Doesn't get hit anyway. But, like, from a consumer standpoint, Game Pass is insane. Absolutely insane. I have 4+ years to gain 500 games. Wait. By age 35, you should have 800 games on Steam. You see that in your profile, right? Fuck. So you're saying I have 0 years to gain another 121 games. I have until December this year to gain another 121 games. Man, that's effort. When, Dead Tail, crit all the health 1 enemies. You have to. Get back to work. Yeah, no, thank you for dropping in. Really, really appreciate it. Thank you for dropping in. I promise I'm not always sidetracking. Really looking forward to DD2. And my off monitor not messing up all the time. Sorry, like today is... This isn't even like the game's fault. Today is just hell. My off monitor keeps doing funky things. Like it keeps switching windows to like random stuff. And me being focused, set on task, all my ducks in a row, obviously do not get distracted by something shiny on another monitor. Stop it. It's happening again. Get buying, friend consumer, but I don't play though. You can't make me. Listen, I'm picky enough with what I play on stream, let alone with what I play off stream. There we go. So, were you recruitable? I don't remember. But like, you should be, right? My guy, buying Steam games and playing Steam games are two entirely separate hobbies that have only the loosest relations. You're saying the Venn diagram of buying and playing Steam games is two separate circles? That's brave.
Awaiting orders.
Not necessarily wrong, I wouldn't dare say that, but brave. So many games that I didn't even touch once. I'm not a big bundle buyer. Not that I would advocate against it.
Together.
I just have trouble keeping up with singular games, let alone collections. Meaning that I don't really fall into the trap of, hey, I buy this 155, 150 dodge. That's sexy. So like, I don't really have that problem when it comes to games. Where it's like, oh yeah, I wanted, damn it, I wanted one game in the collection. Now I have 20.
Looking good.
Razer has that problem, for example. Razer has like thousands of games on his fucking Steam library, and it's all because like he doth buy bundles in spades because value proposition, right? Here's Red Hair Fetish striking again. I'm sorry that I love my wife. I'm sorry that I'm attracted to people that look like my wife. Like, apologies. If that's weird, then fine. Let it be weird.
Oh, all right.
We're turning this into a wholesome thing now. Screw you. Because most of my games are between 0 and 20 minutes played, and then 2,000 fucking hours of Warframe. Same. Which is one of many reasons I'm not going to heaven. I said this the other day. I was talking to Ray's. I'm like, can you believe that there is like that it's Warframe anniversary again? Wasn't it just Warframe anniversary? Didn't we just go through this? And he was like, yeah. What do you mean it's already another one? I'm like, yep. Yeah, there's another one. How much do you hurt, lady? You're only power 15. Why are you only power 15? Because you probably have a crit chance of 130,000%. Ow!
Wrong day to play hero.
Stop it! Be very mean. Okay, the first thing we're absolutely 100% doing is giving Marin some healing speed. She needs it. Who gets kill? Bianca? I feel like now that Bianca is promoted, she is going to get a lot of kills, so actively funneling something like this to her isn't super priority. I'd not be against Sophia getting it, but she's too far away.
What'll it be?
Thea? Does kill. Yeah, sure.
It's rude to stare.
Love her. That crit mattered! Does this game have permadeath on? No. When a unit dies, they gain a permanent stat debuff. For example, it's this early in the game, and Marin already has -4 max HP permanently. Alexa can do a lot of damage if plugged into the wrong type of socket. Alexa, play my funeral playlist. You're fools to oppose us. From where I'm standing, I'd say you've got that mixed round. Indeed, I must say I'm impressed with your work. Such an eclectic group. Perhaps you truly are as special as your dear Sterling would have me believe. Your Highness, you honor us with your presence. Ah, a show of respect. A bit overdue, I think, but that hardly compares to the treachery of this one. Oathbreaker! Your war will bring only death and destruction. If you once see reason, you'll see that for yourself. Ah, such poetry. Though I think I've heard quite enough from you. Perhaps you'll find a more captive audience in the dungeons at Dervin. Now be silent, cur. Your betters are speaking.
Don't think so.
This isn't over. If only that were true. I rather enjoyed ordering that little skirmish. At any rate, you've all passed your trial and won for yourselves a clean slate. Now stain it with the blood of Aramor. What exactly did they do again? Ah! Tell me, little one, do you derive your strength from your insolence?
Odin?
Forgive my brother, Your Highness. He's young and there's much to learn of our history. This is what you get when you draft 14-year-olds into the active army. So it seems. Incidentally, the road to Red Hill should provide ample opportunity for lessons. Red Hill? Is the settlement in danger? A large Aramoran force was spotted marching there but 2 nights ago. You'd best make haste and prepare the defenses. I've dispatched reinforcements to aid you, though they won't be as quick to arrive. As you command. We'll set off at once. Good. Oh, and Irving, do be careful. Red Hill is a bit far from the capital. Should you fail, I'm afraid your brother would be of little help.
Yes.
That smugness in his face. God. Making a punchable king shouldn't be this easy. Yes, Your Highness. And yet, here we are. Here we find ourselves yet again. Chapter 7. Out of the pan. And into the fire. Taking us a lot longer this time, mostly because I'm getting more sidetracked and yapping more. At around this time, we were already chapter 9 last attempt. Alright, ducklings. However, with that comes the end of today's program. I'm now to make him more punchable, give him Naviru's voice. Why would you do that, Afid? Why would you curse me with this? Why would you take, like, a perfectly fine time to round out a nice stream, shake hands, wish each other goodbye, and turn it into the source of my nightmares for the next week? Why would you do that? Are we the baddies? Afid surely is, right now. Surely, right now. I am an agent of chaos. Well, you little agent of chaos, you're gonna go have to spread that somewhere else. What class are we? The one that got drafted too early. That's exactly the right rate message. All right, let's see. Where do I take you all? Oh, I know. Do I know? I don't really. Shit, I don't know. Never mind. There are too many friends online. I panicked and picked Elf. Alright, ducklings. I am going to be back tomorrow. 6 p.m. CEST. We are going to pick up from here. We're going to pick up from here. We're going to continue Dark Deity. You know what? I am really glad we gave the game another shot. I'm really glad we gave the game another shot because I'm enjoying this a lot more than I did last time. A lot more. I don't know why. Maybe it's just because, like, I don't have to yell at other things. You only penny pick? No! Don't tell her that! That's not true. I like her. She's great. But tomorrow, 6 p.m. CET. Thank you all for being here. I hope you have a great rest of your day or night or evening, whatever it currently is, wherever you are. I certainly hope that you don't stumble over your outro like I just did. Do better. Do better than me. I'm the ghost of outros past. Anyway, everyone, once again, one big thank you for everyone for being here, for your time, for all of the support. Hopefully see you tomorrow, and goodbye.